like it already. Whose head?
The heads and the digestive tracts of both of these teams. Both of these teams. The Chiefs, who had lost every last possession game they'd played all year until they won last week, and they're thinking we can't lose another game. And the Cowboys are saying we have got to win this game. 2nd down and 9. Snap is back. Prescott standing forever, right sideline. Lamb caught it and stepped out of bounds. 1st down. Flag is down. Let's see if that's defense McDuffie.
Another pass interference. I mean, these flags are flying.
Side judge is invoking that one. And they're right in front of Brian Schottenheimer, who has not lost his mind or lit his hair on fire, so I'm guessing it's against the Chiefs.
Pass interference, defense number 22. The ball he places by the foul, automatic, 1st down.
Was that more than the...
Yeah.
Oh.
He was coming back for the ball, kind of.
Okay. So wipe off
CeeDee
that
Lamb
catch.
is saying, come on, can't you give me the yardage on this one?
Now, Lamb has, I think it's fair to say, bounced back from last week. Can we say that?
Yeah, and there was no doubt in my mind.
No, of course
he's
not.
a good player. He had a bad game.
All right.
Good players have good games, and he's had one today.
3:04 remaining.
Yeah, now I'm keeping this ball on the ground right here on this first play for sure.
Chiefs with 1 timeout, Cowboys with 2. The ball's at the Kansas City 48. 1st down and 10, Dallas 31, Kansas City 28. Prescott under center, handoff to Williams, breaks a tackle coming left 45. 40-yard line, there's a Javonte Williams run. And timeout Kansas City by the time Tranquil and McDuffie ran him down, and the Chiefs are now out of timeouts.
Another 1st down. The game isn't over, but you make another 1st down here, 2nd and 3 now.
We're close.
You're close. You're real close. Now the question, too, is, and I know Brian Schottenheimer is thinking this through his mind, there's a lot going on for a head coach. When do you trot Aubrey out?
Well,
I mean, you push it to a point where then Kansas City would be forced to score a touchdown. Right now,
yes,
Kansas City can tie with a field goal.
Yes.
Obviously, all you want to do is be taking the victory formation at the end of this drive.
Correct.
Don't get Kansas City back.
2nd down 3 at the 42. They're going to run the ball. Williams pushing, trying to get away, can't, and he got nothing. Stopped by Chris Jones. And Williams is kind of chuckling, and I think he's saying to Chris Jones, can we just be friends? Can I be done with you today, sir?
I mean, it's a huge play here. 3rd and 2. Now, the play clock is at 26. The game clock is at 2:32, so they have to snap before the 2-minute warning here. They have to get a playoff.
All right, what's your play on 3rd and 2?
Honestly, I'm going to be in the 20-25 vernacular. I'm going to be aggressive. Try to throw for this 1st down.
Where's Pickens? Snap to Prescott, 3rd and 2. Slant Pickens! 1st down to the 30 and the 25. Pickens is shaken up.
Cowboys can now just take a knee. 2-minute warning, no timeouts for Kansas City. This game's over.
12 to Pickens. And we get to the WinStar World Casino and Resort 2-minute warning. The Cowboys lead the Chiefs 31-28. But right now, it would appear that Schottenheimer's kind of strategy, babe, to get Kansas City to spend the timeouts worked because his offense was able to convert.
Yeah, and 2 big pass interference penalties on Kansas City.
Yeah.
CeeDee Lamb caught the 1 ball, but ultimately the pass interference was assessed. But again, they go back to this slant route to Pickens, which has been effective for the last, 2-3 games, starting with the Raiders. And it's not a can't miss, but it's a pretty sure bet over there.
Spotter Jake Goldberg is getting ready to go to Uncle Kenny's house for Thanksgiving dinner because he's putting his stuff. He just told me, he said it'll be 3 knees and they're done.
Yeah.
He's probably right. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Dallas Cowboys radio network.
You're listening to ESPN Radio 101.7, The Team. KQTM FM, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque.
Jake is like that head coach. Our spotter, Jake Goldberg, is like the head coach. You know how they
they just
the
take
game,
it off
they take
and-
the headset, they hand it to their little minion next to him, and go out and get ready to shake hands.
That's all.
Yeah, my handy-dandy chart says 2 minutes, no timeout. You can take 3 knees.
So Pickens has caught 6 for 88, and Lamb is at a 7 or a 9. It's a 7 for Lamb for 111 and a touchdown. And Dak Prescott going up against, I would say, the best quarterback in the game, and maybe of his generation. 27 for 39, 320, 1 interception, 2 touchdowns. No sacks.
And the interception came, obviously, when he got drilled on a safety blitz.
Correct.
Ball wobbled out. And here, I always say, you keep playing games close to the vest. You can say all you want about resiliency and you know how to win the close games. Well, Kansas City had won 17 in a row. It was a record. 1 possession games. When the game ended with 1 possession either way, they had won 17 in a row coming into this year. They started out 0-5 in those games. They beat Indy last week. They're about to be 1-6 in those games. It's like baseball. You did baseball. 1-run games. It's like you start winning enough of them, they're going to flip.
Now listen, they are not dead for the season, but they need a doctor because they're going to be now 6-6.
Yeah,
and they probably have to win the rest of their games.
As we well know, that's a team that's fully capable of ripping off 5 in a row to end the season.
Of course. All right, there's the first knee, and a lot of this crowd is going home really happy. Dak Prescott went head-to-head with Pat Mahomes, the White House, Texas native, who is a fan of all the Dallas teams. And the first time Patrick had ever started a game here.
Now, he was here with Texas Tech, but did not start. Tech played here.
That's right.
First time as a pro, though, yeah.
Minute 31. Here comes knee number 2. There's the Landry shift up and down. Prescott takes the ball, takes the knee. And this crowd is Babe Laufenberg. 1 month ago, if I told you 1 month ago the Cowboys are going to beat both the Eagles and the Chiefs, you would have said to me,
I would have said, if Brad Sham says it, then it is so.
You would have said, what you would have said was, I'm very comfortable with you saying that.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would have said. Hey, coming in this, we talk about Dak and Mahomes as we're going for one more knee here. Dallas was number 1 in the NFL in passing yards per game, net passing yards per game, 267 a game. Kansas City was number 2. So you had the number 1 and 2 quarterbacks going at it. And today, Dak got the better of Mahomes.
Listen, this may not be quite as emotional a win as last Sunday was, given that it was the Eagles, a division game, and you spotted them 21 points. But this is the Kansas City Chiefs.
Wow.
This is no nonsense.
And again, I want to go back. The first 8 scores, nobody ever got more than 1 possession away from the other guy.
That's correct.
Kansas City jumped out, Cowboys tied it, then back and forth until finally the Aubrey field goal there gave the Cowboys the 31-21 lead.
That's right. And
not very quickly, if I may say, we count game-winning field goals, right? That's how we look at kickers, but sometimes a game winner can occur during the game. You don't call it a game winner, but those 3 points right there in that fourth quarter were just as big as if Aubrey hit it at the end of the game.
Malik Davis's 43-yard touchdown run, who would have thought that would be a pivotal play in the game? And for the Cowboys defense, after giving up touchdowns on the first 2 Chiefs possessions, they then forced the Chiefs to punt on the next 4 possessions before Kansas City drove to the touchdown that made it 21-20, and then forced them to punt again. Then they gave up 1 more score, but you give up 28 points to the Chiefs, and that is just not anything to feel terrible about when you're scoring 31.
Yep. And the Cowboys were down 14-7 at the end of 1, but then they had the lead after the second quarter, had the lead after the third quarter, and they had the win after 4 quarters.
Remember what
that's a fun game, wasn't it?
Oh,
fun game.
Remember when what did you say to me like last week?
Can I borrow $20?
No, you just said 50. It might have been It was either last week or 2 weeks ago, and you said so the playoff, and I said, wait, what are you talking about? You said their chances.
Yeah.
I said chances for what?
Yes.
Let's visit that after Christy.
I thought it was excitement for the offensive line when they did the Landry shift to run out the clock there until I saw Tyler Booker get pulled along with all of his teammates on the offensive line over here to the post-game celebration wearing the crazy turkey hats and getting CBS's Tracy Wolfson the turducken down here. So great to see the excitement from the rookie and the rest of the O-line. Well-deserved.
Yeah, they love that. And they are still waving the flag with Marshawn Nealon's number, and they're still playing for him. Trust me, 2 tackles for 2 sacks for Jadeveon Clowney. The Cowboys lost Bland during the game for a while. They never had Kalen Carson. And so with a patchwork secondary against Mahomes and that Chiefs receiving corps, that defense played well enough to complement the offense, which, what can you say? And they score 31 and win the game.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. Let's get real close to hear the maximum sizzle of Comfort Inn's free hot breakfast. Maximized. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Professional.
Anyone can choose to make a difference. You can earn money for college, learn career skills, and make friendships that last a lifetime. Make a difference. Choose your future. Choose AmeriCorps.
Today's Inactives.
Down for the Ravens today, quarterback Cooper Rush, wide receiver Tylan Wallace, guard Ben Cleveland, tackle Carson Vincent, and linebacker David Ajabo. Notable inactives for the Cincinnati Bengals, defensive end Trey Hendrickson and backup running back Taj Brooks.
Countdown to Kickoff is presented by Toyota. RAV4 is the official SUV of the Baltimore Ravens. Now, the defensive strategy on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ron, for years we've talked about the fact that winning the turnover battle is the easiest way to win a game in the NFL, but merely getting turnovers, forcing turnovers for the Ravens this year has been the key. The Ravens defense has forced 13 turnovers this year, all in wins. When they don't force a turnover, they don't win. I mean, it's black and white this year. You force a turnover or you don't win.
2 things it does. It gives your offense a short field, which is a lot easier to score in the National Football League when you get a short field and you don't have to march 80 yards down the field consistently. And secondly, it gives you one more possession than your opponent. And the more possessions you can have in this league, the more opportunities you get to score, obviously, the more points you can score. So I just think it's a given that every team that can get turnovers for their opposing offense, for their offense, they can go down the field, have opportunities to score points, and that's when you win in the National Football League.
Ravens fans, we ask you to visit BaltimoreRavens.com and enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines Captain of the Game. You can win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and a whole lot more. Big spotlight opportunity for the defense. Joe Burrow, prime time, the nation looking on. And the Ravens now, we know about the 5-game win streak, but don't overlook the fact that 6 games in a row, Rod, this defense has held the opponent under 20 points. In talking with some of the Ravens coaches, one of the things really came through, even though they lost to the Rams, when they held the Rams to 17 points, that seemed to be the turning point.
Yeah, I mean, I said it too. I said, listen, they played really well against the Rams offense that was carving up defenses in the National Football League throughout the year up to that point. And they did play well. And you have a turning point somewhere along the line where you can find belief, even though you don't get the victory. You do find belief that, hey, what we're doing is working. We got to keep going and keep doing more of what we were doing in that game, and they've done so. In that game, they were getting their hands on the ball. They were getting turnovers. They were getting to the quarterback. They were making it rough on a quarterback that was slinging against every defense in the National Football League up to that point, and Matthew Stafford. And now they have that belief that once they come out here, they can do it against any other offense in the National Football League.
And obviously one of the things that you want to have in your defense in terms of production, along with forcing turnovers, is quarterback hits, quarterback pressures, and sacks. The combination of Draymond Jones and Mike Green off the edge starting to develop some chemistry off the edge. Jones said this week that duo could be lethal. Do you agree?
I do. I mean, along with Kyle Van Noy. Like, Van Noy is still that guy. I think he still can get pressure on the quarterback. He needed help. You get rid of Olway, right? He was the leading pressure guy, second leading pressure guy last year. You get rid of him, and so who was going to take his spot? And bringing in Jones, that was a key. But in drafting Green, and Green is starting to learn how to play in the league. Jones has been there, and he's done a really good job coming in. So having a three-headed monster instead of two is a lot easier to rush the quarterback consistently because you won't get as tired.
Straight ahead, we talk to Ravens head coach John Harbaugh on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Wawa hoagies are a winning pick for game day. Every hoagie is built to order with the ingredients you crave. Choose your favorite, like a toasty cheesesteak, meatball, or Italian. There's a hoagie for every mood and every appetite. Order ahead for pickup or delivery on the Wawa app. Planning for the game? Wawa Catering has you covered. Make your game day a winner with Wawa hoagies, snacks, and drinks. Order ahead at WawaCatering.com. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Baltimore Ravens. Toyota-thon is on, so stop by your local Toyota dealer for incredible year-end deals on the cars, trucks, and SUVs known for their legendary reliability, like the stylish and efficient Camry, sleek and capable Corolla, ready for anything RAV4, or check out a rough and rugged Tacoma or Tundra, all with great financing and lease options available to qualified customers. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals, to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
Grit. That's what it takes to build a business. In Baltimore, Fulton Bank is helping small business owners just like you to gain access to the capital you need to grow. Check out our Empower Community Banking Program, which is designed to meet the unique needs of unique business owners like you. Visit fultonbank.com/empower to learn more. That's fultonbank.com/empower. Fulton Bank, member FDIC.
The Maryland Mortgage Program is making home ownership affordable. We offer home loans with down payment assistance, student debt relief, and more. Visit mmp.maryland.gov to learn more.
This is Countdown to Kickoff, presented by Toyota. RAV4 is the official SUV of the Baltimore Ravens. Time to hear from Ravens head coach John Harbaugh. Here is Jerry Sandusky on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Coach, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family, and you're playing for a third time on Thanksgiving, and I get the sense that this is one of those special games that you really treasure.
It really is, Jerry, and happy Thanksgiving, and to all our fans, happy Thanksgiving. It's a real special holiday. It's my favorite holiday, and to have a chance to play on Thanksgiving when we're so grateful for so many things, and not least of which is our fans and our players and everybody involved in this thing. So let's go put our best foot forward, play our best. Let's honor this holiday by the way we play.
There's a lot of topics you and I talked about over the years, but we haven't talked about your punter very often. Jordan Stout has become a true weapon for you and really developed into some special type of an aspect. Your special teams with Jordan Stout are literally special now.
Well, we really flipped the field last week, and we're going to need to do it again this week. I mean, this is an offense that's dangerous. You want to back them up as much as you can, put them behind the eight ball as much as you can, and if our punt team can do that, now they got a really good returner. I mean, this guy, old number 15 back there, he's fearless. He doesn't want to ever fair catch it. He's going to try to pick every ball up off the ground, so our coverage team has got to be there as well.
And, of course, Joe Burrow returns a quarterback for the Bengals. Typically, you'd say, who knows what a guy like that's going to bring after being out since week 2. But with Joe Burrow, I got a sense you know what he's going to bring.
Yeah, he's going to be Joe Burrow. He's going to play the way he plays. Their offense is going to be the way it is when he's out there, and they aren't going to skip a beat in that sense. We're just going to have to be at our best, and we're going to have to stop them.
Coach, good luck tonight against the Bengals.
Thanks, Jerry.
Coming up, we get you ready for kickoff of today's game. This is the Ravens Game Day Network.
Hey Baltimore, get ready for the Ravens season with Lido Pizza's football deal. Get a famously fresh, square 18-inch Lido pizza with 1 topping and 12 jumbo wings for only $39.99. Founded in Maryland in 1955, Lido Pizza is a proud partner of the Baltimore Ravens. Place your order online today at LidoPizza.com. That's LidoPizza.com. And remember, Lido Pizza never cuts corners.
When you choose Care First Blue Cross Blue Shield for your team, you get exactly what's in our name. Care First. We're transforming healthcare to make care more affordable and more accessible for you, your business, and your employees. With the support of a team dedicated to the health of your people and access to a network of over 1 million providers, we've got your back and theirs with care. Learn more at carefirstforbusiness.com.
Wawa hoagies are a winning pick for game day. Every hoagie is built to order with the ingredients you crave. Choose your favorite like a toasty cheesesteak, meatball, or Italian. There's a hoagie for every mood and every appetite. Order ahead for pickup or delivery on the Wawa app. Planning for the game? Wawa Catering has you covered. Make your game day a winner with Wawa hoagies, snacks, and drinks. Order ahead at wawacatering.com. Wawa is the official hoagie of the Baltimore Ravens.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
The Maryland Mortgage Program is making home ownership affordable. We offer home loans with down payment assistance, student debt relief, and more. Visit mmp.maryland.gov to learn more.
It's time to get ready for kickoff on the Ravens Game Day Network.
M&T Bank Stadium for Week 13, Ravens and the Bengals. 36 degrees. The wind chill will dip into the upper 20s. And it is purple rising tonight. All purple uniforms for the Ravens. The lights are out. The LEDs punctuating the darkness like periods at the end of the sentence come to life. And the sentence the Ravens want to complete tonight is they have won 6 in a row. In order to do that, let's check in and hear Rod Woodson's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Coppin State University.
All right, let's start with the defense. They must stop Cincinnati Bengals' run game and make Joe Burrow, and I know it sounds crazy, Joe Burrow to throw the football consistently. He's just coming back since week 2. Secondly, protect Lamar Jackson. Give him time to throw down the field, make some big plays in the passing game. And lastly, win the turnover battle. Whoever wins the turnover battle, win the game.
It is that simple sometimes as the Ravens get set to be introduced. What a scene here. Fans have piled in. The stadium lights are off. The spotlights are on. And the nation tunes in to see the Ravens at 6-5 take on the Bengals at 3-8. And the Ravens, for this one game only this year, donning their all-purple uniforms. Joe Burrow returns for the Bengals. And, Rob, that to me is a big question. What will he bring Cincinnati? Is this the Joe Burrow we saw last year who threw 9 touchdown passes in 2 games? Or is it Joe Burrow with rust after missing all of the action since week 2?
You think there's going to be some rust. Secondly, he doesn't have his full complement of receivers. He doesn't have T. Higgins. So Jamar Chase is going to be the main guy. Take away Chase, make him find the second and third receivers. That benefit or that advantage should go to the defense if they can do that.
Hey, as the Baltimore Ravens official clean energy partner, Constellation is proud to support another year of Sacks for Science. For each sack made by the Ravens this season, Constellation sends a school group to visit the Maryland Science Center. One lucky group wins the grand prize, a behind-the-scenes tour of M&T Bank Stadium with a special guest. To learn how your school can be part of Sacks for Science, visit BaltimoreRavens.com/Sacks for Science. They didn't have this light capability back when you were playing where you could turn stadium lights off and essentially make a stadium like an NBA arena. But as a player, Ron, I got to believe it's pretty cool to come out. The lights are off. Lamar talked about that this week. I mean, kind of a reference to the fact that you can't help but get pumped up for a game like this when this is the atmosphere you step into.
Okay, well, first, are you saying that I'm that old? I've played it in black and white?
Well, kind of grainy, grainy video. You played back when TVs had 3 channels and you had to turn them by click, click, click.
That's when yes, and we had foil
but
on the
I was
back
a
of
fan
our
back then
antennas,
too, so we are the same age.
But you know what? It is. You do get excited in this type of environment where you see the lights. They're yours. It's your colors. It's your stadium. They're cheering for you consistently. So that does bring some excitement, but you have to make sure you control your emotions inside of the game when the game starts, and you don't get too caught up in it. You just go play football.
Technology has obviously changed a great deal over the years, but one thing that has not changed, Rod, is biology. And I say that because Lamar Jackson misses 3 games earlier this season with the hamstring. There have been times when you thought a healthier Lamar maybe would have taken off running. You were a former world-class sprinter. You know hamstrings better probably than anybody I've ever had a conversation with. When you're coming back from a hamstring injury, take us inside Lamar's thoughts and what he's dealing with.
Yeah, I mean, you can see there's something where he doesn't explode all the time. He does explode inside of certain plays inside of the game. And it's a natural instinct. It just seems like he's a little slow to go because he doesn't want to re-aggravate that. I don't know if that's the true case, but it seems that way as an athlete because when he gets out in the open field and put his foot in the ground, normally he's leaving everybody. He hasn't done that so far this year when he's come back, and he doesn't take off as much. Only 2.3 times per game since he's been back, which is the lowest in his career.
So the lights are back on. The teams are on the field. The fans have filed in. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Thank you so much for sharing part of your holiday with Rod and I. We are delighted to be able to spend this holiday with you and the Ravens playing at home on Thanksgiving for the 3rd time in franchise history. And this is something very few franchises get the chance to do. I mean, Rod, this is quite the honors. The Ravens are 2-0 on Thanksgiving. There are only 2 teams in NFL history that have ever won their first 3 games on Thanksgiving. The Houston Texans did it, and so did the Pottsville Maroons. I kid you not. The Pottsville Maroons back in the 1920s. Probably didn't know that Pottsville had an NFL team back then.
I did not know there was such a thing as
And
Pottsville.
the bigger question is, why would you name a team the Maroons? It just begs to be that would be before social media, but that's the kind of history the Ravens are going for today. Right now, the captains are making their way out to the midfield shield logo. TJ Tampa, Cheeto Awuzie, a former Cincinnati Bengal, and Tyler Linderbaum, the captains for the Ravens. They greet the Bengals captains. Let's head down to the field, and we'll listen in to referee Craig Rolstad for the coin toss.
Good evening, captains. I have a special Thanksgiving Day coin. Coach Madden is heads, the turducken is tails. Cincinnati, you're the visiting team. What is your call?
Tails.
Called tails. It is heads. You won the toss. Baltimore's won the toss. They'd like to defer their choice to the second half. You'd like the ball?
Yeah.
Like to receive? Which way you want to kick?
Kick this way.
Okay, Cincinnati will receive on this end. Best of luck, captains.
So the Ravens win the opening coin toss. They'll put their defense on the field first when we come back. It's Week 13. Ravens and the Bengals. Thursday Night Football on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Countdown to Kickoff is presented by Toyota. RAV4 is the official SUV of the Baltimore Ravens. Kickoff is next on the Ravens Game Day Network.
It's time for Black Friday, Dell Technologies' biggest sale of the year. Enjoy the lowest prices of the year on select PCs like the Dell 16 Plus, featuring Intel Core Ultra processors. And with built-in advanced features, it's the PC that helps you do more, faster. Plus, earn Dell rewards and enjoy many other benefits, like free shipping, price match guarantee, and expert support. They also have huge deals on accessories that pair perfectly with your Dell PC and make perfect gifts for everyone on your list. Shop now at Dell.com/deals.
The Black Friday weekend sale begins this Friday at Boot Barn. Visit us in-store for savings on top quality pieces. Get $40 off select cowboy boots for men and women and $50 off select exotic boots. We also have buy one, get one free offers on select jeans and flannels, with additional savings on cowboy hats and outerwear. We're closed Thanksgiving Day to be with family. We look forward to seeing you in store during Black Friday. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
There are places, people,
and conditions in this world that almost seem beyond hope. But not when Mercy Ships is there. Mercy Ships is a place restoring sight to the blind, normalcy to the deformed, beauty and happiness to the outcast, and joy to the brokenhearted.
And many times you can almost see the life coming back into them. Can't beat that.
Mercy Ships is the largest floating civilian hospital in the world, staffed with some of the most skilled volunteer medical professionals and crew. Mercy Ships is the reason why hope is now in sight for those who need it most. To learn more, go to mercyships.org today.
What's on your to-do list? Pick up groceries? Water your plants? How about getting vaccinated? We can help you check that off. You've got this. The Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative, powered by U.S. Aging, has partnered with community providers to make getting vaccinated your easiest to do.
You've got this.
With local vaccine events, access to transportation, in-home vaccinations, and on-site healthcare consultations, protecting yourself and your loved ones is not a chore anymore. So if you're age 60 plus or a person with a disability, get your yearly dose of confidence today.
You've got this.
Because we've got you. A message from the Aging and Disability Vaccination Collaborative, powered by U.S. Aging. Learn more at yougottthis.usaging.org.
You've got this.
Funded by the U.S. Administration for Community Living through a grant to U.S. Aging. This does not necessarily represent the views of ACL or the U.S. government.
Powerful rendition of the national anthem on a Thanksgiving night in Baltimore. Game time temperature starting to head toward the lower 30s. Right now 36 degrees and falling. The wind chill will be in the upper 20s tonight. The wind was furious last night and earlier today. More of a gusting wind swirling around the stadium. Not like some we've seen, but when it gets going, Rod, it's going to affect the kicking and the punting game and probably the passing game too.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if it gets a little more headwind, and if you're going into it, it's going to be hard to throw the ball. But it should go to an advantage of the defense, so you can maybe underplay, be a little bit more aggressive, knowing the ball has to go cut through some the wind going through if it's facing your way.
And so as the quarters change, the quarterbacks have to be very much tuned into how the wind is moving. Tyler Loop has the ball teed up. The rookie kicker will get us underway. Gary Brightwell and Charlie Jones are deep for the Bengals. And on this Thanksgiving night, we are underway. Loop's high and over-end kick will be taken by Brightwell to 10, brings it across the 20, 25, 30. He's got a gap, 35, and all the way out to the 37-yard line, where Joe Burrow returns at quarterback for the Cincinnati Bengals for the first time since week 2. Up front for the Ravens defense, John Jenkins, Travis Jones, and Brett Irvin. On the edge, Mike Green and Kyle Van Noy. Inside linebackers, Roquan Smith and Teddy Buchanan. At corners, Nate Wiggins and Marlon Humphrey. And at safety, Kyle Hamilton and Malachi Starks. Joe Burrow will start the drive under center. Chase Brown, the lone back for the Bengals. On first down, Burrow off the play fake, rolls to his left, throws complete. And that's good for a gain out to the 43-yard line. Kyle Hamilton with the stop on Mitch Tinsley, who makes the reception for Cincinnati.
Yeah, you should be yelling when Tinsley goes in motion and we call it sniffing the tight end or sniffing the tackle. He has that cut motion, so anytime he can come back across the line of scrimmage at the ball snap, somebody has to be sitting there waiting for him.
I'm afraid to ask what a tackle smells like. Second down and 2 for the Bengals from the Cincinnati 44. Burrow in the shotgun. He's looking to throw. Swing pass out of the backfield, complete to Brown, and he is able to step out of a tackle on the far side of the field from Kyle Hamilton, and he'll get just enough to pick up the first down. Hamilton had him for a stop of no gain, but he stepped out of the tackle, did Chase Brown.
Yeah, that's normally a short tackle right there where Kyle Hamilton makes contact.
Chase Brown, an extremely versatile running back, 41 receptions this year, along with 626 rushing yards. Brown stays in the backfield. Burrow stays in the shotgun. 1st and 10 Bengals at their 47-yard line. Give us a Brown first run of the day, across midfield, and he gets down to the Ravens' 46-yard line, a gain of 8 on the first running play for the Bengals.
Yeah, and that's what the defense for the Ravens cannot do. They cannot let the Cincinnati Bengals running game get going so they can have a two-headed monster in the run game and the pass game if Joe Burrow starts throwing the ball down the field.
You touched on that, one of your keys right out of the gate pre-game. You said stop the Bengals running game first. Most people think about the passing game. Tinsley goes in motion. Off the play fake, Burrow throws, and he's got his tight end Gesicki inside the 40 down to the Ravens' 31-yard line. And it's another first down for Cincinnati as Joe Burrow has come out wheeling and dealing and has the Bengals on the move right out of the gate.
Yeah, that's Marlon Humphrey. Marlon Humphrey was on top of the tight end, and he just got his eyes in the backfield. You got to have your eyes on your food. If you're covering the tight end, he's going to the flat. You have to go out there with him.
Now Burrow sets under center. Ball is at the Ravens' 32. Chase Brown, who gets most of the work in the backfield, the lone back. Double tight ends to the left. Quick toss to Brown, sweeping to the left, gets outside the numbers, but he's wrestled down for a loss. Malachi Starks coming up, the rookie safety, drops the Bengals running back for a loss of about 4. Terrific play by the youngster, but a penalty flag down on the play.
Holding on the defense.
Defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down. Number 94.
So the penalty on John Jenkins negates a great play by Malachi Starks, and instead of losing 4, the Bengals gain 5 and a first down.
And that play had nothing to do with that. That call had nothing to do with the play itself. It was a outside run. John Jenkins was inside.
1st and 10 Bengals at the Ravens' 27. Burrow from the shotgun looking to throw. Fires over the middle, complete. Jamar Chase makes his first catch of the day, and he will stretch just shy of a first down to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 9 sets up a 2nd and 1.
Yeah, the one thing that they have done a good job of getting rid of the football, normally they're going to find Jamar Chase. His pass plays have been under 2.5.
Chase came into tonight with just shy of 900 receiving yards, 1,000 yards receiving in each of his first 4 seasons in the league. Now in year number 5. Burrow gives it to Chase Brown running right up the middle. He'll pick up the first down and push the pile down to about the 17-yard line, closer to the 16. And Cincinnati with its 4th first down of the opening drive. So the first question we had coming into tonight, Rod, was how sharp would Joe Burrow look? I'd say pretty sharp.
I mean, everything is quick rhythm, getting him back into the sweat of what it's going to be for 4 quarters for the Cincinnati Bengals going against this Ravens defense.
Burrow in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Fires toward the end zone. It is incomplete. It was off the outstretched hands of Mitch Tinsley down at the 3-yard line. Well covered on the play by Malachi Starks and Nate Wiggins.
Yeah, Nate Wiggins did a great job. He's done a great job all year long with opposing receivers. Been very sticky. He's gotten better each year that he's been in. He's getting more comfortable playing down the field and playing the ball.
And the Ravens will need a big night from him going up against Jamar Chase at times tonight. Right now, Chase is marked by Kyle Hamilton in the slot to the left. Joe Burrow from the shotgun. Inside handoff. Chase Brown pushing the pile forward, tries to escape, but he is wrestled down at the 12-yard line. And Cincinnati, for the first time on this drive, will face a 3rd down. 3rd down and 7 for the Bengals on the opening drive of the game. 10:15 to play here in the first quarter.
And this is critical. Third down in the red zone. You want to make a statement this first drive to the Cincinnati Bengals offense.
Ninth play of the opening drive for Cincinnati. Burrow empties the backfield. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. He stands in the shotgun. Now he recalls his running back, Samaje Perine, to the backfield. Burrow takes the snap. Ravens rush 4. His pass is dropped out of the backfield. He was looking to set up a little receiver screen to Jamar Chase, but Chase did not bring the ball in, and Cincinnati, after an impressive opening drive, will have to settle for a field goal try from Evan McPherson, the fifth-year kicker out of Florida.
Yeah, I don't know if he would have made the first down, but they're just trying to get rid of the football, those quick rhythm throws for Joe Burrow in this first drive.
Just a reminder, if an opponent misses a field goal, you get a free 6-piece McNuggets on the McDonald's app the next day. If an opponent misses another field goal, you're upgraded to 10. A 31-yard try for Evan McPherson from in between the hash marks, and he puts it right in between the uprights. And the Bengals strike first on Thanksgiving night. 9:39 to play. Quarter number 1. It's Cincinnati 3. The Ravens nothing on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
Toyotathon is on, so stop by your local Toyota dealer for incredible year-end deals on the cars, trucks, and SUVs known for their legendary reliability, like a stylish and efficient Camry, sleek and capable Corolla, ready for anything RAV4, or check out a rough and rugged Tacoma or Tundra, all with great financing and lease options available to qualified customers. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals, to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
We hope you never need us, but if you're ever injured in an accident, we'll handle everything with trusted guidance and personal attention so you can focus on what matters most, your recovery. Rice Law. Best advice, call Rice.
RiceLawMD.com.
When someone treats you like family, you remember it. That's why so many clients send their loved ones to Rice Law, because we don't just handle cases, we take them personally. Rice Law. Best advice, call Rice.
RiceLawMD.com.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team for every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
First quarter, brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
3-0 Bengals in front of the Ravens. Cincinnati with a 31-yard field goal to cap a 9-play opening drive. And the Bengals will now kick off to the Ravens. Quick injury note, rookie linebacker Chandler Martin, who's been elevated to the active roster the last couple of weeks, out now with a knee injury that he likely suffered on the opening kickoff. What a blow to that young man's hopes and dreams. He has worked so hard to get to that point. And the injury update brought to you by the Baltimore Banner. Feel for him, Rod.
Yeah, I mean, he was so excited last week to be activated and to be playing, and it's just unfortunate that it happened to him.
Keaton Mitchell will take the Bengals kick, crosses the 15, 20, 25, weaves his way out to the 30-yard line, and that's where Lamar Jackson and the offense go to work for the first time tonight as we take a look at the Ravens' starting offense. Up front, left tackle Ronnie Stanley, left guard Andrew Voorhees, center is Tyler Linderbaum, and the right guard Daniel Fa'alele, right tackle Roger Rosengarten. Mark Andrews, the tight end, joining Lamar Jackson in the backfield, Pat Ricard, and Derrick Henry. And at wide receiver, Zay Flowers, and Rashad Bateman returns to the starting lineup after missing a couple of games with an injury. First and 10 Ravens at their 31. Lamar, power I formation behind him. Off the play fake, fires over the middle. He's got his man wide open. It's Charlie Kohler, and he tumbles down at the 48-yard line of the Ravens.
Oh, that's a great play call. First one out. Use Derrick Henry as a decoy. Find Kohler streaking across the middle of the field. Nice throw and catch.
I told you Mark Andrews was the starting tight end. He actually just came in now. The Ravens gave a run look with Charlie Kohler at tight end. Out of the ground game. Derrick Henry running along the left hash mark, slams into a wall of Bengal tacklers, and he'll be stopped after a gain of 1.
Yeah, the one thing that they're going to try to do, they're going to stack the box. This has been try to be the blueprint this year of this Ravens, the Ravens offense going against defenses in the National Football League. Stack the box with 8 guys, play man-to-man, and tell them, hey, throw the ball down the field. If you can do that and do it successfully, you can win the football game.
Lamar Jackson has had enormous success against the Bengals in his career. 10-1 lifetime against Cincinnati. 6-1 head-to-head against Joe Burrow. Lamar to throw on 2nd down and 8. Fires to the far side, complete. Isaiah Likely has it. He's wrestled down as he crosses the 45-yard line of the Bengals, and he'll be marked down at Cincinnati's 44. That'll set up a 3rd down and 2 for the Ravens.
And I like our matchups, and they're going to a hurry up, which is a good thing. I've been waiting to see that all year long.
Lamar stays in the shotgun on 3rd down and a long 1. Short 2. Give it to Henry right side. The King picks up the 1st down as he falls forward to the Cincinnati 39-yard line. Ron, let's go back to that no huddle. You have called for it at different times, and it seemed to work perfectly there by catching the Bengals unable to change their personnel.
The two things it does, it tires the defense out sooner, but it also keeps them in the package that you want them in. And then you can spread them out and either run the ball against them or throw the ball down the field.
1st and 10 Ravens at the Cincinnati 39. Rasheen Ali checks into the backfield. He sprints out to the left side, wide of the numbers, as Lamar empties the backfield and looks to throw on 1st down. Steps up in the pocket. Now he escapes, running to the right. Has time, fires, and it's dropped by Zay Flowers at the 15-yard line. Oh, Lamar did a great job of extending the play. And then he hit Flowers in the hands, but Zay Flowers couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, he gets out to the right side of the offense, throws the ball down to Zay, a little bit behind him. A tough catch with the defender right in the front of his face.
First quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER. 2nd down and 10. Ball is at the Bengals 39. 7:14 to play in the opening quarter. Bengals up 3-0. Lamar from the shotgun. Derrick Henry to his right. Lamar takes the snap, wants to throw, steps up in the pocket. He's going to run. He's to the 35-30, and he slides down at the 28-yard line. That is a 10-yard scramble and a Ravens 1st down.
Yeah, they're giving him a 1st down, but that was close because normally you spot the ball where the quarterback starts the slide, not where he finishes. And that was really close, but that was a good run, good decision by Lamar Jackson.
And a really good sign that Lamar didn't hesitate. It was there, he took it, he picked up the 1st down. 1st and 10 Ravens at the Bengals 28. Lamar, quick toss. Henry, left side, cuts it along the numbers, finds a gap. He's to the 20. Henry to the 10, 5, touchdown, Derrick Henry!
They went no huddle again, caught him off guard, quick snap. So refreshing to see them use that as a weapon against defenses in the National Football League.
Take us through this Derrick Henry run, Rod.
Yeah, it's just a toss sweep to the left side, and he sees an opening cutting back across the grain because their whole offensive line went to the left. And once he gets to the 2nd level, you can't arm tackle him. And he's fast enough to beat the 2nd level defenders to the end zone.
His 10th rushing touchdown of the season, a 28-yard run. And for Derrick Henry, that puts him past the great Jim Brown for 11th all-time on the NFL's rushing list.
That's pretty good.
Tyler Loop's extra point is good. And with 6:33 to play in quarter number 1, it's the Ravens 7, The Bengals 3 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
This is the show where we bring you in-depth interviews with U.S. soccer stars. This time, Sam Coffey.
The World Cup is in 2 years. Is it time yet? Like, can we get back into camp?
Tim Ream.
We're going to continue to show other countries we're not going to be pushed around.
And Jedi Robinson.
Every time you come back and you put the jersey on, it means more and more each time.
So we'll be back here with all the best stories.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Coors Light presents To Chill or Not to Chill. When your friend skips your favorite song on the playlist. End the friendship. Or choose chill because that song lives rent-free in your head anyway. And you're planned ahead by bringing Coors Light to the party. And the sound of that ice-cold can cracking open was music to your ears already. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-$300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COIN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COIN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COIN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
7-3, Ravens lead it with 6:33 to play in quarter number 1 this season. For every Ravens touchdown, Baltimore area Toyota dealers donate $500 to Kennedy Krieger. That Derrick Henry touchdown means another $500 for Kennedy Krieger from Toyota. Well, Derrick Henry not only gives the Ravens their first lead of the game, but as he has been doing all season long, he passes another icon on the NFL's all-time leading rushers list. He moves into 11th place, passing the great Jim Brown. More than 12,300 rushing yards now for Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry, more than likely, will be in Canton 5 years after he retires.
Here's the Tyler Loop kick, taken by Gary Brightwell. Bobbles it at the 15, picks it up and across the 20, 30. And he'll churn his way out to the 33-yard line. Rod, you are a man who has one of those gold jackets. So when you see a guy like Derrick Henry, you feel pretty good about him joining your club?
I do. I think he's worthy. He's played outstanding football. Everybody knows when he touches the football, it's hard to bring him down. He's a big physical running back that's quick, fast, strong, and can make you pay if you try to tackle him in the open field.
Bengals start the drive at the Cincinnati 33. Samaje Perine, the lone back. Burrow from under center. Ravens with a four-man front. Off the play fake. Burrow under pressure. Wrapped up and sacked. Back at the 24-yard line. Marlon Humphrey coming off the edge. And the Ravens Pro Bowl cornerback with a huge forced fumble a week ago comes up with a sack, his first of the season.
I like it. They brought that cat blitz. That's the corner blitz off the left side of the defense. Joe Burrow and the offense was not expecting that.
And that is our first sack for science, powered by Constellation. It backs the Bengals up into a 2nd and 17 at the Cincinnati 26. Burrow from the shotgun. Wants to throw, slings it far sideline. He's got a man open, but he overthrew Jamar Chase, who had a step on the coverage by Nate Wiggins. Jamar Chase had enough room. Rod, if Joe Burrow drops that in his hands, he's gone.
Yeah, it's a foot race. But Nate Wiggins has to just stay on top of Jamar Chase. Nate Wiggins is fast enough to run with him, and he has to stay on top of him, make him throw that back shoulder fade, if anything.
So a huge miss by Burrow. The Bengals face a 3rd and 17. Burrow in the shotgun, and the Ravens were frenetic in their communication on defense. They're going to take a timeout.
First charge timeout, Baltimore. This is a 30-second timeout.
So on that play, Rod, you've been on the field in those situations. You could see multiple Ravens players were signaling, and it looked chaotic.
Yeah, they didn't know what defense they were running. This 3rd and 17, and it looked like they were lined up in man.
Roquan Smith came over and had a conversation with defensive coordinator Zach Orr.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, you don't like to take timeouts early, but if you can settle the defense down and force the Bengals off the field in a 3rd and 17.
But you also have your captain going to the sideline to talk to the defense coordinator and say, hey, I don't know if we should be in that call, if that was the case.
And a guy with the chops of Roquan Smith can do that. Burrow in the shotgun. Ball on the right hash mark. Bengals moving from right to left. Burrow to throw. Sets his feet. Goes to check down. Complete to Samaje Perine at the 30. And he's taken off his feet at the 35. Nice tackle by Alohi Gilman. And that will force the punt team on for their first time tonight for Cincinnati.
Yeah, that was a really good tackle in space by Gilman. He's done a really good job since he came over here from the Chargers of making plays in space.
And Ryan Rico will punt. And LeJante Wester will await back at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Rico, a right-footed punter. It is a swirling wind tonight. Rico hits a wobbler of a punt. Wester is going to let this one bounce at the 25. Bounces again, trickles inside the 15, and settles down at the 14-yard line. Ravens backed up a little bit when we get back. 4:57 to play. First quarter in Baltimore. It's the Ravens 7, the Bengals 3 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
It's finally football season, Ravens fans, and that means it's fall pest season too. Do me a favor, connect with the official pest control sponsor of the Baltimore Ravens, PMSI, for all your pest control needs. PMSI's tenured technicians are trained at removing and preventing all pests, including termites, bed bugs, mice, mosquitoes, wildlife, and more. Visit mypmsi.com or call 410-496-4154 to intercept those pests. PMSI, the official pest control partner of the Baltimore Ravens.
You're not just a homeowner. You're also a bug in the basement with the frightening number of legs owner. Fortunately, you've got heating and cooling built and tested to keep going. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Visit MidAtlanticComfort.com and bring home a new American Standard heating and cooling unit, rated the highest in customer satisfaction year after year. Built to a higher standard, American Standard Heating and Cooling and MidAtlanticComfort.com. That's MidAtlanticComfort.com.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team. For every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
Let's go!
Safeway is your headquarters for tailgating. This season, when you're preparing for the next Ravens game, make sure to pick up all your favorite Ravens products, including Coca-Cola and Frank's Red Hot. Stop by your nearest Safeway or have your order delivered right to your doorstep. And don't forget to check out the Tailgaters page at BaltimoreRavens.com for tailgating special offers, contests, and recipes. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
First quarter, brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER.
4:57 to play in the opening quarter. Ravens have the ball now for a second time tonight. They'll start the drive deep in their own territory at their 14-yard line, leading the Bengals 7-3. So the Ravens defense gets its first stop of the night. Now let's see if the offense can extend this lead.
Yeah, keep using Derrick Henry in the run game.
Ravens in their all-purple uniforms. Matte purple helmets, purple jerseys, gold numbers, purple pants, gold and white striping. Our power I formation. He's under center. Now he stands up, signals out an adjustment. Hands it to Henry, running to the left side, tries to cut it along the left hash mark, but has nowhere to go. He'll lose half a yard on the play as Cincinnati bottled him up. Bengals in their orange helmets, white jerseys, black numbers, white pants, black Bengals striping.
Yeah, the last time they were in 21 personnel, which for the Ravens, they go line up in more two-back than any other team in the National Football League, almost 24% of the time.
Cincinnati with a 4-man defensive front as Lamar steps back into the shotgun. Bengals with 2 deep safety. Mark Andrews comes in motion. Lamar takes the snap, throws quickly. Zay Flowers has it at the 15 and is wrestled down immediately for a short gain of maybe a yard. And now the Ravens will face a third down. 3rd down and 9 coming up after the Barrett-Carter stop for Cincinnati. And Emory Jones, the rookie offensive lineman, checking in for his first NFL reps. Jones will step in at the left guard spot as Lamar drops to throw in the shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Bengals rush forward. Pocket collapsing. Lamar under trouble. Spins to his left. Fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the Bengals at the 2-yard line. And coming down with the ball is Cedric Johnson. Lamar tried to pirouette out of the pocket that was collapsing. Lost control of the ball. And it popped right into the hands of Cedric Johnson after it was punched free by Joseph Osai. And just like that, the whole night hinges in Cincinnati's direction, at least the early phase of the night.
Yeah, the turnover battles. Got to make sure you take care of the football. You don't put the ball in harm's way. That time, Lamar was feeling the pressure, and he still was trying to make a play. Yeah, that's something that you cannot do.
Joseph Osai with the strip sack, and the ball pops right into the hands of Cincinnati defensive end Cedric Johnson. And here come the Bengals. Joe Burrow out of an empty backfield, wants to throw, hit as he fires. It's incomplete as Brent Urban got to the Bengals quarterback quickly and forced the incompletion.
Man, that was a really good rush by Brent Urban, getting up the field and in front of Joe Burrow, so he had to throw the ball away. Now this is if the defense can hold, I think they're going to run the ball here. But if the defense can hold and put them in field goal situation,
well, you can hope for it best here, unless you can somehow get a turnover. Inside handoff, Samaje Perine running along the right hash mark, gets down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal there for Cincinnati.
And this might be 4-down territory for Cincinnati. I mean, what did they have to lose?
Bengals came in at 3-8. A loss guarantees a losing season. A win would keep their faint playoff hopes alive, currently estimated around 1%. Burrow sends 2 receivers to the left. Chase Brown now goes in motion, sets in the slot to the right. Burrow from the shotgun, looking to throw. Has time, drifting to his left, extending the play, gets the 5, fires, broken up in the end zone. Nate Wiggins. Great play on the ball. A pass that was intended for Andre Iosivas, and Nate Wiggins denied it. And the Bengals.
That's a great closing speed by Nate Wiggins. The last second just stuck his left hand out to knock the ball away.
As Rob predicted, the Bengals will go for it on 4th down and goal from just inside the 2. And Burrow will empty the backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now he brings Chase Brown back to the backfield. Burrow from the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking left, fires, incomplete. He wanted his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Kyle Hamilton had the coverage, and the Ravens defense with a huge stop in the red zone. After the offense turns it over, the defense turns the ball back to the offense, forcing the Bengals 4 and out. 2:32 left to play. First quarter, a huge play And the Ravens have the ball when we get back with a 7-3 lead on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Looking for a smarter way to do your banking? At APG Federal Credit Union, you're the MVP. We're not for profit, so you get lower fees, better rates, and a team that puts you first. No fine print, just hometown service with real heart. So while the Ravens crush it on the field, you can crush your financial goals. Visit apgfcu.com and become a member today. That's apgfcu.com. Serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NCUA.
Okay, huddle up. We've got the chance to make our homeownership dreams come true with MarylandHomeownership.com. Downfield, webinars happen monthly with local experts. Lynn, grab buyer toolkits.
Got it.
And Pete, eyes on down payment assistance and financial education. Yep. Let's get started on this pathway to homeownership. Yeah. This is our moment. We've got the resources with MarylandHomeownership.com. Homeowner on 3. 1, 2, 3. Homeowner.
Yeah. Buy a home with confidence. Get in the game with MarylandHomeownership.com, the playbook that takes you home.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
Ravens fans, every day is game day when you run a business. All Roads is your source for work trucks and equipment that keep your business ready for construction, landscaping, logistics, tree care, and more. From Kenworth, Isuzu, Vermeer, and Ford, you'll find the right trucks and equipment to help you work safer, faster, and smarter, job after job. Stay game day ready with All Roads. All Roads, service at every turn. Visit allroads.com today. That's allroads.com.
First quarter of tonight's broadcast is brought to you by the Maryland Problem Gambling Helpline, 1-800-GAMBLER. Enormous red zone stop by the Ravens defense after the Lamar Jackson fumble recovered by the Bengals gave Cincy a first and goal from the 3. The defense stopped Cincinnati 4 straight plays. Nate Wiggins and Kyle Hamilton coming up huge on 3rd and 4th down. Now Lamar Jackson and the offense take control, 1st and 10. At the 2-yard line, the Ravens' 2-yard line. Lamar from under center. Derrick Henry alone in the backfield. Lamar gives it to Henry left side. He won't get far. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage of that. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, when he sees that safety rotated down, they're playing man-to-man. They can take advantage of that, just like they did on the first play pass of the game.
The Bengals scored a field goal on their first possession after a 9-play opening drive. The Ravens answer with their touchdown drive. Derrick Henry, a 28-yard touchdown run. Then a Ravens turnover, a great defensive stop. And the Ravens now trying to dig out from deep in their own territory. 2nd and 10. Lamar in the shotgun. Wants to throw from his end zone. Slings it incomplete. He was looking for DeAndre Hopkins out of the 10-yard line. And he was well covered by Dax Hill. And the Ravens face a 3rd and 10. I can tell you this much, Rod. This won't be 4-down territory for the Ravens.
It will not be. I mean, I like to see sometimes in those situations, you can't do it on 3rd down, but you can take a shot on that 1st down to kind of loosen up the defense, and then you can maybe find something underneath.
Lamar in the shotgun, standing 3 yards deep in the end zone. 3rd and 10. Lamar takes the snap. Wants to throw. Good protection. Loss of far sideline. Incomplete. Just a little too high. Zay Flowers climbed the ladder. Got one hand on the ball, but could not pull it down. And the punt team comes on for the Ravens.
I mean, that was a really good route by Zay Flowers. He ran that little speed out. He was open by at least 3 yards. And Lamar just floated the ball a little bit too high on outside.
So Jordan Stout, who is having a season, flipped the field a couple of times last week against the Jets. Ravens would love to see him do it here. Charlie Jones is deep back at midfield, and flags fly prior to the snap. Players on both sides pointing at each other. Craig Rolstad is our referee, huddling with his officiating crew. If it's on the Ravens, they'll move it from the 2
Ball
to the
start.
1.
Offense, number 32. Ball's half the distance to the goal. Still 4th down.
So this puts your punter, Jordan Stout, in a tough spot. You typically like 15 yards between the center and the punter. You only have 11 yards here, which means you got to kick it quick, which makes it a lot harder for the punter to get distance.
Yeah, he has to make sure he doesn't step back.
His left, check that right heel, is about 6 inches from the end zone line. Stout gets the ball off. Backs up Charlie Jones to the 40-yard line of the Bengals. Jones comes to his left. He's got some room. 45, and he's corralled and stopped to the 46. A fantastic special teams play as Jordan Stout comes through again.
Now, that was a really good punt in a tight situation for Stout.
A 59-yard punt for Jordan Stout. But the Bengals will have good field position. They'll start the drive at their 47-yard line. Well, the defense got an unbelievable stop last time. Let's see what they can do here with 1:33 left in the first quarter. Ravens in front 7-3.
And they've done a solid job of stopping the run. Brown has only had 3 carries for 12 yards. So if they can stay the course and put all the pressure on Joe Burrow, that's where you want it. Now you can get the pass rush after him. And hopefully he's not as mobile as he once was.
We pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington. ESPN 630, the sports capital. Your home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, and UVA Sports.
On first down, Burrow hands off to Chase Brown, sweeping to the left, and he is banged out of bounds by Nate Wiggins, who came up from the cornerback spot and limits the Bengals running back to a gain of about 3.
Yeah,
one thing at the 49.
The one thing I like about Nate Wiggins, he's not a real big corner right now. 6'1", 185 pounds, somewhere in that area. He's going to grow, but he's a willing tackler. And that's what you want your corners to be.
They'll limit that gain. They'll mark it as a gain of only 1. 2nd and 9. Burrow, shotgun. His tight end to his right. His running back to his left. Takes the snap, drops the throw, sets his feet. Swing pass to his tight end, crosses midfield. And Drew Sample is wrestled down at the Ravens' 49-yard line after a gain of only about 2. So the Ravens' defense stout again. Now the Bengals face a 3rd down and 6.
Yeah, I think Zach Orr is getting comfortable how to make these calls with this defense that he has, especially with the 3 safety rotation in the nickel spot.
On the edge, he has Draymond Jones and Mike Green. Jones acquired in a trade later in the season from the Tennessee Titans, and Green, the Ravens rookie draft pick, and those two have really started to mesh. And a flag prior to the snap as the Ravens say the Bengals jumped offside.
False start. Offense, number 66. It's a 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So the penalty on Dalton Reisner.
Oh, yeah, as soon as he touched the center, he started leaning back and almost fell backwards.
Pushes the Bengals back into a 3rd and 11. 12 seconds left in the opening quarter. Burrow does not have to snap the ball if he wants to wait to the start of the second quarter. That's what he'll do as the first quarter has expired. With the Ravens in front of the Bengals, 7-3 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age, everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
Nothing you could say could tear me away from my dog. My dog is Shallow, y'all. Hi, I'm Smokey Robinson. Did you know that every year, over 4 million pets find their way into shelters across the United States? For nearly 150 years, my friends at American Humane Society have been champions for animals, working tirelessly to rescue, care for, and protect them in crisis situations. Their work not only saves lives, but also strengthens the incredible bond between humans and animals, bringing comfort, companionship, and unconditional love. When you adopt a shelter pet, you not only bring joy and love into your home, but you also give another animal the chance to experience that special bond. Please join me in supporting American Humane Society and their incredible work to help our most vulnerable friends. Together, we can make a real difference.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it, so can you.
For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Start of the second quarter in Baltimore on this Thanksgiving night. Ravens in front of the Bengals 7-3. Bengals looking at a 3rd and 11 at the Cincinnati 46 as the Bengals now move from our left to right. Rod, on this Thanksgiving night, what are you thankful for this year?
Well, I'm thankful for you. You invited me over to your house. I had some turkey and some mac and cheese and a bunch of stuffing.
My wife Leanne put on a spread, didn't she?
She did.
She is all pro.
I got me some couple sweets in the car waiting for me so I can have that after the game.
Leanne was adamant that you were taking some of these leftovers. She did not want you hungry tonight. Well done, Leanne. 3rd down and 11. Joe Burrow will set at the shotgun as his tight end. Drew Sample to his right. Burrow takes the snap. Ravens rush 5. Burrow under pressure. Scrambles to the right, extends the play, lofts it near side, and it is complete to Jamar Chase at the Ravens' 41-yard line, and that is good for a Bengals first down.
They played 2-man, so 2 deep safeties. Everybody else was playing underneath their coverage, and Nate Wiggins just didn't put his foot in the ground fast enough when Chase put his foot in the ground and went to the sideline.
Jamar Chase bobbled that ball, but no red flag, challenge flag thrown. As Chase got both feet in bounds. 1st and 10 Bengals. Ravens 41. Opening minute of the second quarter. Joe Burrow to throw off the play fake. Has time, swings it complete to his tight end Sample, but it's broken up by Alohi Gilman, who jars the ball loose from the tight end. Ron, what do you think? If Alohi Gilman had cut a little to his right, he might have had a pick there.
Man, I tell you what, I thought he was going to pick it the way he put his foot in the ground and took off. Man, it's a great job of disengaging the receiver with the ball.
How do you make those split-second decisions as a defensive back, whether to go for the ball or go for the hit?
I think it's a mentality. Interception first, knockdown second.
2nd and 10 for Cincinnati. Burrow from the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Inside handoff. Chase Brown, he's got a hole on the right side. And he'll get down to the 35-yard line. Check that Samaje Perine on the carry. And he'll set up a 3rd down and 4 after a 6-yard gain.
I wouldn't be surprised if Zach Orr runs some type of blitz to make Joe Burrow get rid of the football quickly.
Ravens go with 1 deep safety. It's Alohi Gilman. 5 along the defensive front. Burrow rolls out to the right, throws complete to his tight end. He's wrestled out of bounds right at the first down marker. That's Noah Fant, and he's going to be taken down by Malachi Starks about half a yard shy of the first down.
Yeah, they're going for it.
Terrific tackle by the Ravens rookie safety. And for a second time tonight, the Bengals are going for it on 4th down. Cincinnati this season has only gone for it 10 times on 4th down, but they've made it 7 of those 10. Burrow, quarterback keeper, tries to push the pile forward. In the second effort, he gets the job done. And the Bengals offense stays on the field as they convert for the first time tonight on 4th down. Well, if you had any questions about how strong the injured left big toe was for Joe Burrow, we've seen him roll out, we've seen him scramble, we've just seen him do a quarterback keeper where he's pushing the pile forward.
Yeah.
I'd say the toe's fine.
And he's moving well enough.
Burrow will empty the backfield. 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. 1st and 10 Bengals at the Ravens' 30-yard line. Ravens lead at 7-3. Blitz pressure coming. Burrow's pass is ruled incomplete at the 25-yard line. Jamar Chase was the target. Had to reach back for the ball and couldn't secure it before it hit the ground.
Yeah, this year, Jamar Chase, he is lined up at the slot position more in his career at 34% this year than he has throughout the first several years of his career. I mean, but he makes most of his hay outside.
Because he has just ridiculous speed. 2nd down and 10 for the Bengals. A swirling cold wind blowing through the stadium. Burrow from the shotgun wants to throw. Ravens rush 4. Burrow lofts it near sideline, and it's incomplete. His receiver, Mitch Tinsley, gave up on the ball at the 5-yard line. He keeps running. He's got a touchdown.
I don't know what Marlon Humphrey is doing, and I don't know what Tinsley's doing. They both stopped. Just Tinsley was on top of of Humphrey. If he keeps running, it's a touchdown.
So the Ravens sidestep a mistake. And the Bengals face a 3rd down and 10. 12-16 left in the first half. Ravens up 7-3. Burrow from the shotgun. Pump fake. And he's going to shovel it forward. Great ad-lib, but far shy of the first down. As Samaje Perine is taken down by Kyle Hamilton at the 25. Burrow looked like he wanted to throw a tight end screen, and the Ravens had it read perfectly.
It looked like he was throwing a screen, but it looked like the offensive lineman went up the field, but not far enough to have illegal man down the field.
So Evan McPherson, who hit in the first quarter from 31 yards, will attempt a 42-yard try here from the right hash mark. Nothing's a gimme with a swirling cold wind at M&T Bank Stadium. McPherson from 42 yards. Kick on the way. And it is right down the middle and good. 11:24 to play. First half, it is a 1-point game. Ravens 7, Bengals 6 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
When hunger strikes without warning, one hero rises to satisfy your cravings. Royal Farms presents the world-famous Chicken Box. 4 golden pieces of legendary chicken, delicious Western fries, a warm, buttery biscuit, and all for just $10.
$10? All that?
Believe it. This is no snack. This is a Royal Farms meal forged in flavor and fried to perfection.
I didn't choose the chicken life. The chicken life chose me.
Royal Farms. Real fresh, real fast.
And now, more fantasy football tips from the Maryland Lottery. Ooh, a trade offer. Sure, people tend to overthink trades, but not you. Unless it snows in Atlanta, or that defense gives up too many points. What if this running back retires between now and Sunday? You can always trade for a whole new game by playing Ravens Scratch-Offs. Get a chance to win up to $200,000 instantly or other great Ravens prizes. When fantasy gets too real, change your game to Ravens Scratch-Offs. Please play responsibly.
Let's go! Safeway is your headquarters for tailgating. This season, when you're preparing for the next Ravens game, make sure to pick up all your favorite Ravens products, including Coca-Cola and Frank's Red Hot. Stop by your nearest Safeway or have your order delivered right to your doorstep. And don't forget to check out the Tailgaters page at BaltimoreRavens.com for tailgating special offers, contests, and recipes. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
11:24 to play, first half on Thanksgiving night in Baltimore. Ravens lead the Bengals 7-6. Evan McPherson with a 42-yard field goal, so the Ravens will have the ball for the first time in the second quarter following the McPherson kickoff. The notable offensive adjustment so far, Rod, the Ravens inserting rookie guard Emory Jones, their third-round draft pick, for his first NFL game action tonight, taking the place of Andrew Voorhees at left guard.
Yeah, they're just trying to figure out who's going to be the best version of themselves collectively, which 5 players, and giving Emory Jones an opportunity to see if he can be that guy.
Rasheen Ali will field the kickoff of the 5, brings it across the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and he is stood up at the 31-yard line. And that's where Lamar Jackson and the Ravens offense try to regain some traction.
But misdirection, no huddle, everything that worked in that first drive. Get back to a little of some of that.
Bengals have had the ball for a little more than 13 minutes in this first half. The Ravens have only had it for 5.5 minutes. So Keaton Mitchell now in the backfield. Lamar will operate from under center. Ricard the up back in the power I formation. Off the play fake. Lamar drops the throw, fires, incomplete. He had Mark Andrews wide open at the 37, but that ball led about a yard too far. And honestly, it's hard to say if Lamar led him too far or if the wind just pushed it too far, because this wind is sporadic. Yeah. But when it hits, boy, it's moving the ball.
It is blowing. Just to know if that distance being thrown, if the wind can cause that much shift of the ball.
Second down and 10 for the Ravens. Moving from our right to left here in the second quarter. And they're all purple uniforms. Purple rising tonight at M&T Bank Stadium. Lamar takes the snap. Bengals rush 4. Lamar fires near sideline. Andrews has it at the 35. And he'll be escorted out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Sets up a third and manageable as Dax Hill makes the stop for Cincinnati. Dax Hill, the brother of Ravens running back Justice Hill, who went on injured reserve this week, so the two brothers didn't get a chance to square off on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, you know they want to have those bragging rights.
What a special thing that would be to play against your brother on Thanksgiving night. It's Rasheen Ali in the backfield, Lamar in the shotgun. On third down and 4. Lamar takes the snap. Bengals rush 5. Pocket collapsing. Lamar running to the right. Pumps once. Gets around the 35, 40, and he'll step out of bounds with a first down at the 43-yard line. Well, there was a little accelerator by Lamar.
There, we saw Lamar Jackson put on the boosters, outrun the defender to the sideline, and get the first down.
He extended, trying to throw downfield, and then when he got outside the numbers, and he was matched up by inside linebacker Barrett Carter, Lamar just accelerated right by the rookie inside linebacker. Pistol formation. Lamar 5 yards deep in the backfield. Fakes the handoff to Keaton Mitchell. Wants to throw. Firing deep near side. He's got a man open. It's through the hands of Tez Walker, who could have walked in backwards if he reeled that ball in.
I mean, that ball went right through his hands. A throwback 7 cut, and a little high, but it went through his hands.
He turned Geno Stone around. Lamar put it out there. Tez Walker got turned around on the play. You got to make that catch.
I mean, it's a tough catch, but listen, you're the best in the world. You should make those type of catches.
Instead of 6 points, the Ravens look at a 2nd and 10. Lamar to throw. Has good protection. Fires outside the numbers. Complete. Keaton Mitchell, midfield, accelerates down the far sideline and picks up a Ravens first down at the Cincinnati 45.
Yeah, I mean, Keaton Mitchell's just to the right, lined up to the right side of Lamar. He goes to the flat. No defender goes with him, and Lamar finds him for an easy first down.
Talk about acceleration. Steve Mitchell stays in the backfield. He'll get the carry right side, bounces outside the right tackle, but he won't get far as he is wrestled down at the 44-yard line of the Bengals. 9:05 to play. First half, Thanksgiving night. Ravens lead it by 1, 7-6 in front of the Bengals. Not yet the offensive shootout we were anticipating with Lamar and Joe Burrow, with the Bengals having the 32nd ranked defense in the NFL. And that's the nature of division football. You just don't know what's going to happen.
You do not. But after that last play, if Lamar Jackson keeps the ball, it would have been a foot race to the sideline again with the defensive end. I would have my bets on Lamar.
2nd down and 9. Lamar operating from the shotgun. Takes the snap, sets his right foot, steps up in the pocket. Now he throws a little check down pass complete. Likely 25, 20, likely to the 10, 5, hurdles a man. Touchdown, Isaiah Likely.
That is a great catch.
And how about the run after the catch? And listen to this crowd.
I mean, one-handed catch, hurdles the defender, and then spins into the end zone.
But hold on, this play may not stand. Likely lost control of the ball before it broke the plane. Jordan Battle jarred the ball loose, and it trickled out of bounds. This may be a touchback. Hold on, this might be a touchback.
Yeah, looked like the ball was coming out. Battle hit his hands as he was trying to extend the ball out.
We'll find out when we get back.
The runner lost possession of the football before it went in the end zone. It was recovered by Cincinnati. It'll be 1st down and 10, Cincinnati.
And another wild twist in this game. Bengals ball when we get back. Instead of a touchdown for the Ravens, it remains a 1-point game. 8:22 to play. First half, Ravens 7, Bengals 6 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
When the Ravens take the field, Baltimore stands united. And just like your favorite team, APG Federal Credit Union is built on trust, teamwork, and hometown pride. Whether you're saving for season tickets or tackling your next big goal, APG Federal Credit Union has your back with great rates, local service, and a game plan for your financial future. Join the team that's proud to cheer for the Ravens and proud to serve you. APG Federal Credit Union, serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NCUA.
This holiday, Verizon is helping you bundle up incredible gifts and savings. You'll get the latest phone with a new line on My Plan, and a brand new smartwatch and tablet. No trade-in needed, even on our lowest price plan. That's 2 gifts for your family and 1 for you. Or 2 for you and 1 for someone else. Or 3 gifts for you and only you. Either way, you save big on 3 amazing gifts at Verizon. All on the best 5G network. Visit Verizon today. Rankings based on Root Metric Truth Score report dated 1/8/2025. Your results may vary. Service plan required for watch and tablet. Additional terms apply.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
All right, after the turnover on the Isaiah Likely goal line fumble, the Bengals took possession 1st and 10 at their 20. A holding penalty backed them up. 8-yard run, and here on 2nd and 12, Joe Burrow throws complete to the 30-yard line. That's his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They're going to mark him just shy of the 30, which means just shy of the 1st down. Well, a wild turn in this game. Isaiah Likely, a 44-yard catch and run, a spectacular catch, an even better run, and then just as he was ready to break the plane to the goal line, Jordan Battle, the Bengals center, smacked the ball loose. It trickled out of bounds, and when a ball is fumbled out of bounds in the end zone, it's an automatic touchback, and the ball goes to the opposing team. The Bengals now facing a 3rd and inches from their 30-yard line. Samaje Perine in the backfield. He'll get the carry on 3rd and inches, and Perine will puncture the middle of the Ravens defense for a couple of yards, and that is good for Cincinnati. First down. So 2 turnovers in this game now by the Ravens. None yet by the Bengals. Rod, I want to go back to the third key you shared with us in the pregame. Win the turnover battle. They're down 2 right now.
I mean, it's hard to win in the National Football League when you lose a turnover battle, but it's possible. They just got to keep chugging and keep chopping wood for 4 quarters.
Burrow on 1st and 10, ball at the Bengal 32. Joe Burrow wants to throw, has time, coming deep, looking for Jamar Chase, and he makes the over-the-shoulder grab before he tumbles down at the Ravens 20. They're going to mark him down at the 25-yard line. A spectacular throw and catch by Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. I mean, Marlon Humphrey was stride for stride. Burrow dropped that one in.
Yeah, he was stride for stride on the low hip. Throw the ball to the upfield shoulder, and you're on the low hip. It's hard to make a play on that consistently in the National Football League.
A 43-yard gain, and the Bengals now on the move. With 5:12 left to play in the half. Burrow in the shotgun. Inside handoff to Chase Brown. He's got a hole, and he gets it down to the 20-yard line. Operating between the right guard and tackle. He'll pick up 5 on the play. 2nd and 5, Cincinnati.
And this defense has an opportunity to keep them in field goal range.
The Bengals on the outer edge of the Old Bay red zone. Burrow from the shotgun takes the snap, throws, hold on, whistle, and flag as a false start or illegal
false
procedure.
Start. Offense, number 75. It's a 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Now backs the Bengals into a 2nd and 10 with 4.5 minutes left in the opening half.
Yeah, they got to make sure that they find Chase, seeing where he's at, because he's going to be the go-to guy.
Burrow in the shotgun, his tight end to his left, his running back to his right, takes the snap, looking to the right, fires near sideline. The wind just moved that ball a good 3 yards from where Joe Burrow was throwing it, and it sails incomplete out of bounds. He had Jamar Chase open for a short gain on a quick out, and Rod, that one was right in my line of sight. You can literally see the ball just...
Yeah, you could see him throwing it to the sideline. As soon as the ball is released, it'll start fading more to the right.
I mean, the flag's now really moving atop the goalposts on the Federal Hill side of the field. It is 3rd and 10 Bengals at the Ravens 25. Burrow from the shotgun. Ravens with 6 across the defensive front. They'll rush 3. Burrow fires near sideline. He's got his man at the 10-yard line. Jamar Chase makes the catch before stepping out of bounds with the ball, and the Bengals will have it 1st and 10 from the Ravens 10.
All right, they played 2-man, which is 2 high deep safeties, man underneath, but it's your opportunity as a cornerback to get your hands on the receiver because you're playing underneath him. And that time Nate Wiggins didn't touch him, and you can't let a fast receiver like Jamar Chase having a clean release.
It's marked 1st and goal, Cincinnati, right at the Ravens 10. Chase Brown in the backfield. Burrow the shotgun. Ravens rush 4. Burrow to throw. Looks to the right. Nothing there. Fires back in the end zone. Incomplete. That sails high over the target, which was tight end Mike Gesicki. Well covered on the play by Malachi Starks.
That was a good play by Malachi Starks. He's played well as the season has gone on. He has made more plays for this defense and finding his footing or where he belongs inside the defense.
Ravens are looking for another big play from the defense. They got one late in the first quarter with a goal line stop. Here it's 2nd and goal Bengals from the Ravens 10. Burrow from the gun. Inside handoff. Perine breaks a tackle but is flung down. at the 6-yard line by Alohi Gilman. That'll be 3rd down and goal. Twice now rotted this quarter. Cincinnati converting on 3rd and long. 3rd and 11 at the start of the quarter. Set up a McPherson field goal. And here a 3rd down conversion as the Bengals knocking at the door again.
That was a great opportunity. If you can't get pressure on Joe Burrow, get your hands up, maybe a tip ball, maybe an interception.
3rd and goal, Cincinnati from the Ravens 6. 2:45 left in the half. Kyle Hamilton shows blitz, drops into coverage. Burrow lobs it near side end zone, incomplete. He wanted Jamar Chase, and that time Nate Wiggins was in the grill of the Bengals wide receiver, and they're still going at it after the play.
Yeah, but you got to be very careful, Nate, that you don't get unsportsmanlike conduct moving toward a player, making gestures and saying things that maybe you shouldn't be saying in front of the ref.
So Evan McPherson, who has hit from 31 and 42 yards, will attempt a 24-yard field goal here to try to give the Bengals their 2nd lead of the game. McPherson from 24. Kick is up, and it is good. 2:36 to play, first half at M&T Bank Stadium. Our score now, Bengals 9, Ravens 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
There are many times I thought, I can't do this. I mean, what parent isn't worried about, what am I not doing right? What am I not doing enough? And then I realized, wait, that's being a parent.
Don't worry about being perfect. I've had around 3 other mother figures in my life, but only one of them has taught me how a mother loves.
The greatest reward for me is he makes me better every day.
I would tell a family considering adopting a teenager that teenager, whoever it is, needs you, and they need what you have to offer.
Taylor's giving me hope. He's our son, and that is what he will always be.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. You can't imagine the reward. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt U.S. Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
For some children, a single surgery can turn an untreated cleft into a smile for life. But at Smile Train, we understand that most children need a little extra care through long-term solutions that create lifelong smiles. They need nourishment to ensure they grow healthy and strong. They need a confident voice so they can express themselves clearly. They need emotional support and counseling to help them navigate the challenges of school and home life. And they need orthodontic and dental care to make sure their smiles light up the room as brightly as possible. Visit SmileTrain.org to learn how Smile Train is supporting the cleft community with lifelong smiles. Smile Train, changing the world one smile at a time.
.236 left to play in the first half. Cincinnati has regained the lead on the 3rd Evan McPherson field goal tonight. He's hit from 31, 42, and 24. 3rd down conversions by Joe Burrow have been the key for the Bengals offense. A goal line stop was the key for the Ravens defense, and now there's enough time, 2.5 minutes, 2 timeouts, to see if Lamar Jackson and the offense can't regain the lead before we see these two teams head to the locker room at halftime.
I mean, but it's 18 minutes time possession to 8 minutes in time possession. They got to convert 3rd downs, and you got to be smart when you get close to the end zone.
So here's how these games can spin. Isaiah Likely looks like he's going into the end zone for a 44-yard touchdown. Gets his left arm hit. Ball comes loose. Bengals get it on a touchback. Joe Burrow hits Jamar Chase on a 46-yard play, and it sets up the go-ahead field goal. Here's Keaton Mitchell with a kick return. He starts at the 8, crosses the 20, gets to the 30, breaks a tackle, and gets pulled down at the 35. And a penalty flag is down. It looks like a penalty flag. It might just be random debris blowing across the field.
Yeah, let's think that's paper blowing across the field.
It's just yellow paper.
What I would love to see with our kick return team is like an automatic opposite. Giving your returners some space in the open field and getting the blockers maybe collapsing the kickoff team to one side.
On first down, Lamar wants to throw. Bengals rush 4. Lamar has time. He throws it, but it sails above Rashad Bateman at the 40-yard line. Cannot tell you. It's impossible to say if Lamar overthrew him or the route was right. The wind, when it gusts, you can literally just see it carrying the ball. So it's got to be nightmarish right now for the quarterbacks to try to figure out exactly where to drop a longer pass in. They've hit some, but other times you just see the wind just carry the ball.
Yeah, short intermediate passes might be the best bet for a little while.
On 2nd and 10, Lamar sets in the shotgun. Keaton Mitchell, check that, Rasheen Ali in the backfield. Lamar, pocket collapsing. Backs up again. Now he steps up, runs to his left, extending the play, looking downfield. Reverses, fires, and it's caught by Likely at the Bengal 40. Sidesteps a tackler and gets down to the Cincinnati 35-yard line before Geno Stone can bring him down. How's that for a bounce-back play?
Well, I tell you what, he got out of the pocket to the left side, put his foot back in around, found Likely going to the far side numbers, and he did a great job of protecting the ball at the end of it because the defender came in to try to swipe it out.
And it brings us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play. First half in Baltimore on Thanksgiving night. It's the Bengals 9, the Ravens 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
The new Maryland Lottery Holiday Raffle is here, and you gotta like your chances. Literally. With only 325,000 tickets available for sale, this is your best chance to win $1 million. There are over 10,000 prizes of $50 or more, including 10 $100,000 winners. The second $50,000 early bird drawing is December 8th, so get your holiday raffle tickets by December 7th. And hold on to them. They could be worth up to $1 million. Play the Maryland Lottery Holiday Raffle today. Please play responsibly.
Let's go! Safeway is your headquarters for tailgating. This season, when you're preparing for the next Ravens game, make sure to pick up all your favorite Ravens products, including Coca-Cola and Frank's Red Hot. Stop by your nearest Safeway or have your order delivered right to your doorstep. And don't forget to check out the Tailgaters page at BaltimoreRavens.com for tailgating special offers, contests, and recipes. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
Toyotathon is on, so stop by your local Toyota dealer for incredible year-end deals on the cars, trucks, and SUVs known for their legendary reliability, like the stylish and efficient Camry, sleek and capable Corolla, ready for anything RAV4, or check out a rough and rugged Tacoma or Tundra, all with great financing and lease options available to qualified customers. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals, to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
At DraftKings, we're all about responsible gaming. Sometimes you got to know when to hold up. There are no locks or sure things, so know when to fold up. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
Two minutes left, first half. Ravens now have it 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 36 after Lamar Jackson and Isaiah Likely connect on a 30-yard gain. Now the Ravens have a chance at points to regain the lead. Derrick Henry now in the backfield, sets to Lamar's left in the shotgun. Lamar drops to throw, steps up, going deep. Near side, once Zay Flowers, end zone! Touchdown, Zay Flowers!
They got a penalty. I think it's going to be pass interference on offense.
And that is the preliminary signal.
Zay did push off at the last second. I couldn't see if he extended his arm or not.
Oh, the crowd's not going to like this.
Offense, number 4. That's a 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
The crowd doesn't like the call, but Rod, you've had a chance to look at the replay. What do you think?
I mean, he did extend his hand. He did push him off. He didn't allow the DB to get back toward him. But they're gonna play man-to-man. You're going to have some opportunities to throw the ball down the field against them.
An unbelievable throw in a gusting wind. A great route, but not a great outcome for the Ravens, who get penalized and now face a 1st and 20, backed up to the Bengal 46. Boy, this has been a night of missed opportunities so far. Rasheen Ali in the backfield, Lamar in the gun on 1st and 20. Lamar takes the snap, blitz pressure coming, quick release, caught near sideline. DeAndre Hopkins will step out of bounds at the Bengals' 35-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 1:51 left to play in the opening half. Ravens with 2 timeouts to work with. A gain of 10 gets back to penalty yardage. It's 2nd and 10.
That was a really good read by Lamar Jackson because he saw the rotation of the secondary going deep to the left side, and D-Hop just ran a quick out, and Lamar found him.
Lamar stays in the shotgun. Rasheen Ali to his right. 2 receivers split to the right, 2 to the left. Bengals with a 4-man front. Off the play fake, Lamar wants to throw. Lofts it high and incomplete. He wanted likely at the 25-yard line. And that time just too much wind under the ball. I mean, it's a dice roll right now when you're throwing the ball downfield, because sometimes the wind has died down and you can deliver. Other times a gust of wind will just carry the ball and you have almost no control over it.
Oh, let's say they get no more yardage. Are we trying to kick a field goal here?
Well, from here, you're looking at a 53-yard try.
Into the wind.
Swirling wind.
Got a swirling wind.
It depends how much yardage you get here. If it's 4th and 2, maybe you go for it. But right now it's 3rd and 10 from the Bengal 36. Lamar from the shotgun takes the snap, pocket collapsing, and he's sacked. Joseph Osai came hard off the right edge of the Bengals defense, and now the Bengals will take a timeout.
First charge timeout, Cincinnati.
As the Ravens are shoved out of any possible scoring range, and the Bengals will get the ball back with 2 timeouts remaining and plenty of time left on the clock. Osai came untouched. That was clearly a blown blocking assignment, as Ronnie Stanley and Andrew Voorhees blocked down, and Osai came clean.
Well,
he didn't have anybody how to beat.
But you normally do, so you protect inside. You let the quarterback know the outside guy might come free if they have an extra rusher. You got to get rid of the football.
Or is that Rasheen Ali's responsibility to check for pass rush pressure first before he releases out of the backfield?
Depending on the protection plan.
Jordan Stout will punt high, end over end punt. They'll drop it down into the end zone for a touchback. And the Bengals will have the ball at their 20-yard line with a lot of time left in this half. 1:35 remaining in the half, and the Bengals have 2 timeouts. For the Ravens, it has been a night of turnovers and missed opportunities. A Lamar Jackson strip sack fumble, an Isaiah Likely goal line fumble. And then they've had all kind of opportunities. Tez Walker had a sure touchdown on a ball he dropped. And then Zay Flowers had a touchdown, but was flagged for offensive pass interference. And right now it is a Bengals 9-7 lead as temperatures continue to slide down. The air temperature in the mid-30s, the wind chill in the upper 20s.
Yeah, and the Ravens haven't played solid football offensively, been inconsistent, but they still have a great opportunity in front of them. You got the whole second half, but this defense needs to show up for the last minute and 35 seconds of this first half and not allow Cincinnati to move the ball down the field to try to get any more points.
Bengals will start the drive at their 20-yard line. 1:35 left to play in the half. And as Rod says, he's got to keep a lid right now on Joe Burrow. 12 of 24, 142 yards passing, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Chase Brown has been his number 1 target, 5 catches for 18 yards. I'll try to check that. Chase Brown, the number 1 rushing leader, 5 carries, 18 yards. In the passing game is Jamar Chase. Burrow has targeted him 9 times, hit him 4 times. He has 80 yards.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if they put Jamar Chase to the offensive right side to see if Marlon Humphrey's going to be on top of him. Then they might like the foot race to seeing if they can get a shot down the field.
I mean, Jamar Chase has 10 touchdown receptions of 60 or more yards in his career, most in the NFL since he entered the NFL back in 2021. He's been a difference maker from the moment he arrived. The former LSU teammate of the Bengals quarterback. They have had just chemistry from college.
They have. Now, this is a great opportunity for the rushers for the Baltimore Ravens to get back to Joe Burrow and to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
You know, Burrow's going to have to throw the ball, so Rod, secondary's got to be thinking opportunity here.
Opportunity, and rushers thinking of an opportunity.
Burrow sets in the shotgun to start the drive. Chase Brown to his right. Burrow takes the snap, inside handoff, big hole for Chase Brown. He's across the 30, and he's out to the 32-yard line. A 12-yard gain to start the drive, and the Bengals move the chains quickly. Cincinnati will go no huddle. A minute 23 left on a running clock. Burrow from the gun. Takes the snap, and a whistle as the Bengals may have jumped the snap, or the Ravens possibly had a neutral zone violation. Craig Rolstad, our referee.
False start. Offense, number 75. Baltimore has declined the 10-second runoff. Timer, please reset the game clock to 1:15. Thank you.
All right, because it is a penalty inside of 2 minutes, there could have been a 10-second reduction of time for the Bengals. But the Ravens want to keep as much time on the clock, apparently, because they think they might be able to get it back.
Well, that's the only reason you wouldn't take that runoff.
So Burrow to throw on 1st and 15. Pocket collapsing. He throws a little check down outside the backfield, complete to Chase Brown, who is able to leap his way out of bounds as Cheeto Awuzie, former Bengal, makes the tackle at the Cincinnati 32-yard line. It stops the clock with 1:07 left in the half.
Yeah, it looked like Brown was going backwards when he was going out of bounds. The clock should have been running, but I know for the Ravens, they're happy the clock is stopped.
If you get a stop here on 2nd and 10, Rod, do you use one of your timeouts for the Ravens to conserve time?
It depends on the down and distance, but I believe you definitely have that opportunity.
Burrow to throw on 2nd down and 10. Has time, fires over the middle, and it is caught out at the 47-yard line. That's Mitch Tinsley who makes the tumbling grab. And now the Bengals will take a timeout, stopping the clock with 57 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, running that double dig type of look with a reduced split, knowing that the defender's going to be outside of you. When you run the dig, he's going to be outside in. Easier throws that way.
Look, you never know exactly what course these games are going to take, but Lamar Jackson, when he was asked about this game and this rivalry, had a pretty good hunch this game was going to go back and forth, which it has.
Seems like every time we played them, we've been going back and forth. Great quarterback over there, great receiving core. Hopefully they'll be going back and forth. Hopefully it's one side and then it's our side. So.
Right now, though, it's advantage Bengals. Cincinnati leads at 9-7. Bengals have the ball, 1st and 10. They're 46 with 58 seconds remaining. And Cincinnati has one timeout left to use. So Burrow in the shotgun. Chase Brown to his right. Burrow takes the snap. Blitz pressure coming. Burrow fires far sideline, and it is caught, but ruled out of bounds.
Bobbling the ball as he was going out.
Mitch Tinsley made the catch, but did not get both feet in bounds. The incompletion stops the clock with 54 seconds left in the half. Zach Taylor, the head coach of the Cincinnati Bengals, has seen back-to-back disappointing seasons at 9-8 the last 2 years, and the Bengals missed the playoffs. This year, Cincinnati at 3-8, knowing it needs to win out to have a shot, a very slim shot at the postseason. Burrow on 2nd and 10. Flush from the pocket, and his pass is deflected. It falls incomplete. Trenton Simpson did a great job of coming up from the inside linebacker spot, not allowing Joe Burrow to escape.
Oh, yeah, nice little game inside for the defensive front for the Ravens. And Trenton Simpson runs like a little pirate stunt. He comes back inside scot-free, and Joe Burrow has to get rid of the football.
And is it called a pirate stunt because at the end of the play you look at the quarterback and say, "I made you, I got you." Big play here. 3rd down and 10 Bengals at the Cincy 46. Burrow drops to throw. Going deep, far sideline. Jamar Chase reaches back. It's incomplete. Chido Awuzie with a great effort to separate Jamar Chase from the ball on a well-thrown ball. And now the Bengals will have to punt the ball with 44 seconds left in the half. And this is exactly why John Harbaugh did not take the 10-second runoff earlier in this Bengals series.
That's a really good play by Awuzie. He did a great job staying right up there on the upfield shoulder, sticking the hand out at the last second and knocking that ball away from Chase.
Ryan Rico punting. DeJounte Wester will let it bounce at the 1 and into the end zone for a touchback. So the Ravens will get the ball at their 20-yard line. 36 seconds left in the half. 2 timeouts to work with, but looking at needing 60 yards or so in a swirling wind.
I mean, you have 2 timeouts. So to me, the deep dig routes will be open because I would think they're going to play some type of cover 2, some soft 4, and normally that's area of the field will be open with those type of coverages.
And if you were playing your family Thanksgiving football game today, the deep dig is, okay, you go down the field 15 yards and cut over the middle.
That's right.
You didn't even know it, but you were running a dig route today. We often have a Thanksgiving football game in our extended family. My niece Nikki McCann and her husband Michael always host it. Game time temperatures today were about 28 degrees. Not playing in that. No.
We didn't play?
No. Had the grandkids in for their first Thanksgiving. I'm happy to watch the grandkids.
That's right,
But they
Grandpa.
play. Nikki and Michael McCann, I got to tell you, they were out there playing.
Oh,
And apparently it was Tracy Gibson who had the game-winning play. So very proud of the family today, showing up in sub-ideal weather and playing the annual Thanksgiving football game. This 3rd Thanksgiving game for the Ravens. They're trying to make it 3-0 on the holiday. Only 2 other NFL teams have ever done that. And the Ravens, of course, beating the Pittsburgh Steelers and the San Francisco 49ers, both home games, as is this one. John Harbaugh would love to see that become an annual tradition. He loves playing on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and this will be a good opportunity. 36 seconds. You have to think Cincinnati's going to play a soft zone. They're not going to rush a bunch of guys because they don't want to give up a deep ball. So I think that 15 to 20-yard dig route will be open if they can protect Lamar long enough.
And you have the timeout to work with, so you can pick up some chunk yardage, use the timeout, then try to get more chunk yardage, get out of bounds, and then try to get your rookie kicker in place to try to take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Been a back-and-forth game. Bengals struck first on their opening drive with an Evan McPherson field goal. Derrick Henry answered for the Ravens, a 28-yard touchdown run. A run that put him past Jim Brown on the all-time rushing yardage leaders into 11th place. 2 McPherson field goals in the second quarter, and that's where we stand. Bengals 9, Ravens 7. Lamar breaks the huddle, sets in the shotgun. 3 receivers right. Tez Walker to the left. Rasheen Ali comes and sets in the slot left. Lamar takes the snap, deep drop. Sets his feet at the 10. His pass batted down, or did it come loose on the fumble? Did it come loose on a fumble?
But it looked like he was throwing the ball. Was it released
waiting
when he
for
was
a
on
signal.
the way back?
Waiting for a signal.
The ruling on the field is a fumble. First down.
No, that's the incomplete ball.
Cincinnati.
That's the incomplete pass.
We're looking at the replay. Oh, that's clearly an incomplete pass.
That's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, the offense could stay on the field with that one. Lamar Jackson's hand had gone way forward.
That's the same as a tuck rule.
Yep.
The ball, he was trying to bring the ball back in, and the ball came out of his hands as he was going forward. That is an incomplete pass. The definition of it.
This is another one of those plays that's weather affected. Because it is an ice-cold football, and Lamar playing with an ungloved passing hand, as he always does, you lose grip on a cold ball like that. And they're going to say it's a fumble.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to need Gene Steratore on this one.
I don't understand it. Comes out right there. That's an incomplete pass.
Wow, we're going to talk about this one all week long.
His arm is going forward.
It's the Ravens' third first half turnover.
Man, I don't understand that call. That is a definition of the tuck rule.
Now Joe Burrow and the Bengals have it at the Ravens' 19-yard line. Burrow to throw on first down. Quick release. Pass complete to Chase Brown. Big tackle by Awuzie, who stops him after a gain of 3. And Cincinnati will use its last timeout, stopping the clock with 21 seconds left in the half.
I don't. They have to explain that one to me, because that one makes no sense.
The only thing I can think of is they're saying that Lamar was somehow trying to pull the ball back at the end of his extension, but the ball's coming out.
But the ball was going his arm was going forward. The ball was coming out before it started coming back in. That's a definition of the tuck rule. Go back and look at the tuck rule.
I know.
That is exactly, and the tuck rule, he even had the ball even further, and the ball came out and they said it was illegal. He was trying to bring the ball back in. Oh. Defense needs to rise up.
Bengals are out of timeout. 21 seconds left in the half. Second down and 6, Cincinnati to Ravens 15. Ravens with a 4-man rush, 2 deep safeties. Burrow's pass is incomplete. On the far sideline, he was looking for his tight end, Noah Fant. Mike Green applying the pressure. Now the Bengals face a 3rd and 6 with 18 seconds left in the half. Now here's a huge play, Rod. If you can get a sack here, the Bengals will be really pressed to get their kicking team on, because you can't turf the ball if it's 4th down to stop the clock.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to bring any pressure, but the linebackers got to make sure they get enough depth so they don't get any of the receivers behind them.
Shamar Chase comes split to the right. He's checked by Marlon Humphrey. Burrow in the shotgun on 3rd and 6 takes the snap. Ravens rush 4. Burrow fires to the far side, and it is caught, but not in bounds. Mitch Tinsley caught the ball, but tumbled onto the chalk. Incomplete. And now the kicking team will come on with 14 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, that was close.
Tinsley falling backwards.
But the push-off that Zay Flowers had, Tinsley had the same thing, where he created a little separation so he can get back to the ball. So you have to call the game very even if you're the referees.
4th field goal try for Evan McPherson. This one from 33. From the left hash mark. McPherson's kick is up, and it is good. And with 10 seconds left in the half, the Bengals extend their lead to 12-7. Well, we have had a game of the most bizarre twists and turns. 3 first-half turnovers by the Ravens. And that last ruling of incompletion on Lamar Jackson has the home crowd completely mystified.
You could see John Harbaugh's face like, I need some explanation from this one, because it makes no sense. I mean, it's everything I know about what the arm coming forward and the tuck rule that's complete opposite.
We pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington. ESPN 630, the sports capital. Your home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, and UVA Sports.
Well, with 10 seconds left in the half, I don't think we'll see the Ravens try to throw the ball.
That I hope not.
They've had 2 passing touchdowns negated, one by a goal line fumble, one by a pass interference call, offensive pass interference. McPherson's going to kick this one to the goal line. Keaton Mitchell brings it across the 10, far side 20, 25, 30. Sheds one tackler, but will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And the Ravens will have to take one snap with 4 seconds left in the half.
Silver lining. The Ravens get the ball back first. Go in at halftime, regroup, re-game plan. I would come back out and run hurry up, kind of get that feel that first drive again.
Lamar takes a snap, takes a knee, and that'll do it for the half. And to your point, Rod, with the Ravens trailing 12-7 at halftime, you're only down 5. You've turned the ball over 3 times. This is an immensely winnable game.
Yeah, I mean, it could be 21-6, 21-9. It could be.
Right.
It's not. You get the ball in an open kickoff in the second half. Come back out there, have your script of what plays you want to run, see how you want to attack them in this first drive, and set the tone.
Halftime at M&T Bank Stadium. Our score, Cincinnati 12, Ravens 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more. Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game, so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Safeway is your headquarters for tailgating. This season, when you're preparing for the next Ravens game, make sure to pick up all your favorite Ravens products, including Coca-Cola and Frank's Red Hot. Stop by your nearest Safeway or have your order delivered right to your doorstep. And don't forget to check out the Tailgaters page at BaltimoreRavens.com for tailgating special offers, contests, and recipes. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
Time for the halftime report. This is the Ravens Game Day Network.
One of the most bizarre halves of football you've ever seen. Nick Testonian here on the halftime report. Bengals lead the Ravens at the break 12-7. 4 field goals from Evan McPherson of Cincinnati. Derrick Henry touchdown and 3 turnovers, costly ones for the Ravens. Let's bring in the man who's on the call, Rod Woodson. Rod, 3 turnovers in just gut-wrenching areas. 2 within your own 20 and 1 as you're going into the end zone. But they're only down by 5 points, so they're clearly in this thing. How do you just, as a team, get your head back into a head-scratcher of a first half?
Listen, you say the obvious. Okay, they called 2 back. We had 1 fumble. You could be 21-9. They haven't played well. You get the opening kickoff. Go out there and just play the way you need to play. All the things that you didn't want to happen in the first half, and you're still in the game, and you still have an opportunity in this first drive to come out, set the tone for the second half, get the lead, and don't extinguish the lead and win the game.
Defensively, the Ravens actually played pretty well. They've given up a couple of big plays to Jamar Chase. He's the go-to guy. 10 targets already for Joe Burrow, 4 catches, 80 yards. How would you continue to try to approach defending him?
Yeah, I mean, I think you should roll your coverage to Jamar Chase. He's the main guy that they're going to throw the ball to down the field. So if you can roll your coverage his way, play tight man on the opposite side of that, and try to get some pressure on Joe Burrow, that should be the game plan in the second half.
All right, Rod, appreciate the insight. Enjoy Little John.
All right.
That's Hall of Famer Rod Woodson. Ravens trail at the half 12-7. We'll come back and give you the first half highlights on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Coming up, the Maryland Lottery play of the first half.
Kohl's Black Friday deals are here. Grab your coffee and put on your sneakers because it's go time. Through Saturday, save up to 50% on everything from toys to beauty faves, winter styles, and more. Plus, earn $15 Kohl's Cash for every $50 spent. Yep, that's extra Kohl's Cash. So run, don't walk. Just hold on tight to that coffee. Select styles, some exclusions apply. Coupons and Kohl's Cash do not apply to Sephora. Offers end November 29th. See store or Kohls.com for details.
My ride smells just right, just right, just right, just right.
Y'all gotta try that for Bree's car.
Just right, just right, just right. La 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 la. With up to 40 days of consistent sin. All over Bree's car clips right on your vent. You know my car's my happy place. Keep that smile on my face. When it smells just right, just right, just right. Yeah, breathe happy for Breeze. La 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 la.
Hi, it's JJ for CoPair. You know, there are few things in life where trust really matters, and your health should be at the top of that list. When it comes to losing weight, there are so many quick fixes and online programs that you simply can't trust. That's why I tell everyone about CoPair Weight Loss. You know, over 12,000 Washingtonians have trusted them for more than 10 years because CoPair's team combines real coaching, medical guidance, and now trusted prescription medications. You'll get personal coaching, accountability, and a plan that's built around you. And trust me, it's a plan that works. Start before the holidays, lose weight during the holidays, and still enjoy your holiday food. CoPair will teach you how to do it safely, confidently, and for life. The founders have just approved their lowest program cost ever because their goal is to help as many new clients as possible right now. Go to copairhealth.com. That's COPARE health.com or call 833-367-1800 today. Tell them JJ sent you because when it comes to your health, trust matters.
Now, a recap of the first half on the Ravens Game Day Network.
All right, Thursday Night Football on Thanksgiving. Ravens hosting the Bengals. The Bengals got the football first, and it was the return of Joe Burrow, and he did it by finding his tight end Drew Sample for 14 yards. Malachi Starks made a big tackle for loss on Chase Brown, but defensive holding would continue a drive. And then here comes Jamar Chase. We know his numbers, career against the Ravens, 9-yard reception. On 3rd and 7, though, it's incomplete, so Evan McPherson, we called his name a lot early in this first half. He would get the scoring started.
31-yard try for Evan McPherson from in between the hash marks, and he puts it right in between the uprights. And the Bengals strike first on Thanksgiving night.
10 plays, 51 yards, made it 3-0 Cincinnati. So here comes Baltimore. First play from scrimmage. Charlie Kolar on a little play action.
Power I formation behind him. Off the play fake. Fires over the middle. He's got his man wide open. It's Charlie Kolar. And he tumbles down at the 48-yard line of the Ravens.
Yeah, got the Ravens rolling. Later on a 3rd and 1 of the drive, Derrick Henry goes forward for 4 yards. Lamar Jackson, a lot of talk about his running. He scrambles for 11 for a first down. And then Derrick Henry, he would punch it in from distance, and it was a milestone run.
1st and 10 Ravens at the Bengals 28. Lamar, quick toss. Henry, left side, cuts it along the numbers. Finds a gap. He's to the 20. Henry to the 10. 5. Touchdown, Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry's 28-yard touchdown run is your play of the half, brought to you by the Maryland Lottery. Not only that, but with that rushing touchdown, he passes Jim Brown on the all-time rushing list for 11th all-time. It's also the Ravens' first drive touchdown since week 4, so everything was looking good. They lead 7-3 next possession. Defensively, they started off nice. Marlon Humphrey.
Ravens with a 4-man front off the play fake. Burrow under pressure, wrapped up and sacked back at the 24-yard line. Marlon Humphrey coming off the edge.
Yeah, first down sack of Joe Burrow. The Bengals would go 3 and out. The ensuing drive for Baltimore is where the mistake started to happen. Lamar Jackson deep in his own territory, loses track of Osai.
Takes the snap. Bengals rush forward. Pocket collapsing. Lamar under trouble. Spins to his left. Fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the Bengals at the 2-yard line. And coming down with the ball is Cedric Johnson.
Yeah, talk about the shortest of all short field positions. The Ravens defense comes out, and the Bengals have 1st and goal for the 2-yard line. and they didn't get a single yard. Incomplete, 0-yard run, incomplete. It's a turnover on downs. The Ravens escape disaster for the moment. They get the football back. They don't get any yardage, and you have to send out Jordan Stout to punt essentially from his own goal line. The Bengals would get short field position, and they would march down and get the second field goal from Evan McPherson.
McPherson from 42 yards. Kick on the way. And it is right down the middle and good.
Yeah, that would make it 7-6 with McPherson's 42-yard field goal. So it's now 7-6. This would take us into the second quarter at this point. Ravens next possession on a 3rd and 4. Lamar Jackson wins the battle to the sideline, 6 yards. Keaton Mitchell for 12 yards. And then another just catastrophic mistake. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic touchdown for the Ravens, but it just went the wrong way.
2nd down and 9. Lamar operating from the shotgun. Takes the snap, sets his right foot, steps up in the pocket. Now he throws a little check down pass complete. Likely 25, 20, likely to the 10, 5, hurdles a man, touchdown, Isaiah Likely. And how about the run after the catch? And listen to this crowd.
I mean, one-handed catch, hurdles the defender, and then spins into the end zone.
But hold on, this play may not stand.
The runner lost possession of the football before it went in the end zone. It was recovered by Cincinnati. It'll be 1st down and 10, Cincinnati.
It goes from what would have been a long 40-plus yard touchdown reception to a fumble, Cincinnati football, and they would turn that around and go down, and they would get another field goal.
McPherson from 24. Kick is up, and it is good.
The Ravens defense holds tight again, but now 9-7 Cincinnati. Ravens would go back down the field, and a milestone for DeAndre Hopkins.
Lamar takes the snap. Blitz pressure coming. Quick release. Caught near sideline. DeAndre Hopkins will step out of bounds at the Bengals' 35-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 1:51 left to play in the opening half.
Yeah, set him up in a 2nd and 20, and that's the 1,000th career catch from DeAndre Hopkins, so congratulations to him. Eventually goes to 3rd and 10. Lamar Jackson is sacked. It puts them out of even potential field goal range, so they give the football back to Cincinnati. The Ravens get a stop, and yet again, another disaster as the Ravens were looking to push to score before half.
Rasheen Ali comes and sets in the slot left. Lamar takes the snap, deep drop, sets his feet at the 10. His pass batted down, or did it come loose on the fumble? Did it come loose on a fumble?
It did come loose on a fumble. It was ruled a fumble, even though it was pretty much a check throw that he tried to bring back. Lamar loses it. Cincinnati turns it into another short field goal. 12-7 is our score at halftime. The Ravens get the football first. One note, Chidobe Awuzie, cornerback, is in concussion protocol. Second half action is coming up next with Rod and Jerry right here on the Ravens Game Day Network.
The second half kick is straight ahead on the Ravens Game Day Network.
This Ravens radio broadcast on ESPN 630 is presented in part by Coors Light.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why the big wireless companies want you on an unlimited plan? It's because they need you to help cover the cost of the 20-somethings who are using a lot of data every month. Fact is, according to the latest research studies, most people 50 and up, like me, only use 12 gigs or less each month. Don't get bamboozled by big wireless. At Consumer Cellular, pick what suits your needs. Whether it's 1 gig, 5, 10, or unlimited, the point is, pay for exactly what you need and nothing more. We use the same towers as the big guys, but since we don't own and maintain them, we can pass the savings on to you. Our plans start at just $20 a month, and you'll get the best customer service in the business. I want to invite you to join the millions of people who choose something better than big wireless. Because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Getting support from friends online kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
Instead of smoking after I ate, I'd get up and take a walk.
I missed having a cigarette in my hand, so I'd hold a pen or a straw, anything.
Until I knew I wouldn't give in to temptation, I spent more time with my friends who didn't smoke.
I went to places that were smoke-free.
I didn't stay quit the very first time I tried.
I kept on trying, and I learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
I quit.
I quit.
I quit.
We did it, so can you.
You can quit. For free help, call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and CDC.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
Ravens will have the ball first to start the third quarter, trailing 12-7 after one of the more unusual first halves you can encounter. 3 Ravens first half turnovers, and they're only down 5. So, Rod, in that regard, if you can open up with a touchdown drive to start the second half, regain the lead, I got to believe that would be absolutely deflating to the Bengals, who have to know they should have put this game away already.
Absolutely. Having 3 turnovers in the first half and only scoring 9 points. The Ravens have to go out there in this first drive on offense and set the tone for the next 2 quarters. Let them know we've stubbed our own toes. You did not stop us.
Well, good news on the injury front. Chino Awuzie went into concussion protocol to start halftime. He has been cleared, so he will be able to play in the second half. When you're facing Jamar Chase, you do not want to be thin at corner.
No, and he made a great play the last drive and knocking that ball out.
But the bad news is we've just received word Nate Wiggins is out with a foot injury. Keaton Mitchell will take the kick of the 3, brings it across the 10, 15, 20, and he's taken out of bounds at the 23-yard line. So Chino Awuzie will be back in the second half, but the Ravens have lost Nate Wiggins to a foot injury. No word on how severe that is, but severe enough to knock him out of the rest of this game. And that is a huge loss because you're going against Jamar Chase.
You need all your weapons when you play against a guy like that.
Well, right now the Ravens need the offense to come out in gear here to start the second half. Lamar opens up in the shotgun. Derrick Henry to his left. Give it to Henry running along the right hash mark to push the pile out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Derrick Henry in the first half only had 5 carries for 33 yards.
What I would like to see last year when they had that outstanding offense, they played more of an up-tempo mentality, in and out of the huddle faster. They did more no huddles, like a 2-minute drill, consistently throughout the year.
Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman split to the left. Derrick Henry alone in the backfield. Henry carries to the left. Now he cuts it back along the hash mark. And again, he'll storm forward for about 3 tough yards to the 27-yard line. And the Ravens will be looking at a 3rd down and 4. Well, the flip side of the coin, you can't afford a 3-and-out to start the second half. You need some momentum. You need some traction. You need to establish some dominance offensively here to start this half.
Yeah, and use that aggressiveness. They're putting 8 in the box. They got 9 guys in the box. You got 1 safety that is 12 yards deep.
Sheen Ali checks into the backfield. Lamar takes the snap on 3rd and 4. Looking to the right. Now he steps up. He's scrambling to the right, trying to extend. Turns the corner to the 25, and he's taken down out of bounds at the 27-yard line. And the Ravens offense goes 3-and-out to start the second half.
They have to work to Lamar's side. Lamar is getting out of the pocket to the right side. Everybody was breaking back across the field. They got to break to his side so they can get in his vision.
Miles Murphy on the stop. And here comes Jordan Stout to punt the ball away. Mitchell Tinsley and Charlie Jones are deep. You don't see this return formation all that often in the NFL. 2 deep punt returners. Stout, it's a low end-over-end punt into a stiff wind. Tinsley fields it at the 30, brings it across the 35, and is spun down at the 38-yard line. Boy, a blast of that wind just came roaring into the broadcast booth, and it gives you an appreciation for what quarterbacks are facing tonight in these conditions. Brutally cold, wind chills now in the 20s, and the wind, when it gusts, it is a wall of wind.
Yeah, this defense has to come out here, stop the run game, put him in pass situations, make sure you know where Jamar Chase is at. He's in the slot to the left side, to the right side of the offense.
On first down, Joe Burrow will hand it off. Chase Brown testing the right side of the Ravens defense, which is the 45-yard line. He'll pick up 5 on the play to start the drive for Cincinnati. Bengals lead it 12-7. Cincinnati came into tonight 3-8 with a 1% playoff chance. A lot of people questioning why the Bengals didn't just shut Joe Burrow down. And Burrow said throughout the course of the week, I'm healthy. This is what I do for a living. If I'm healthy, I'm going to play. He's played at a high level for a guy who has not been on the football field since week 2 of the season. Sets in the pistol formation. Fakes the handoff, rolls to his left. Being tracked by Mike Green, and he has to throw the ball incomplete at the feet of his tight end, Noah Fant. Great hustle by the rookie, Mike Green, off the edge.
Yeah, Mike Green did a tremendous job of coming off the edge, redirecting, and putting that pressure on Joe Burrow.
Staggering loss for the Ravens to be without Nate Wiggins here in the second half, suffering a foot injury late in the first half. He hobbled to the locker room. And now the Ravens are going to have to go to the depth in the secondary as TJ Tampa will step in to fill in for Nate Wiggins. 3rd down and 4 for the Bengals from the Cincinnati 45. Burrow from the shotgun. Blitz pressure coming. He throws over the middle. It's complete to the Ravens' 49-yard line. Jamar Chase able to reach up and snatch the pass in front of Chido Awuzie, and the Bengals move the chains. So the Ravens go 3 and out on their first possession. The Bengals get a first down, and now they're on the Ravens side of midfield.
Yeah, they're just finding their playmakers when they have to in those critical moments.
Burrow from under center. He has spent most of the game in the shotgun. Now he backs into the shotgun. Samaje Perine in the backfield. Burrow to throw, pumps once. Now he runs to the right, extending the play outside the numbers. He'll sprint to the near sideline, and he'll get forward for a couple of yards to the 46-yard line. You see Joe Burrow scramble like that, you have to think the left big toe that he suffered a torn ligament on in week 2 is completely healthy and healed.
He got out of the pocket and looked good running.
He'll gain 3, 2nd down and 7.
And he's not known as a true scrambling quarterback.
Chase Brown to the backfield. Burrow to throw out of the shotgun. Under pressure. Screen pass comes to Chase Brown. The Ravens have it read. He spins out of one tackle, but he won't get far as the Ravens drop him on a nice hit from Alohi Gilman. And it will set up another 3rd down after a short gain. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Bengals from the Ravens 43.
Oh, I mean, John Jenkins had him. He just couldn't put his foot in the ground. He couldn't stop that big body of his to make the tackle in space.
Bengals tonight on 3rd down, 4 of 12. They had 2 big 3rd down conversions in the first half that led to field goals. Burrow in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And Joe Burrow will take a timeout. The play clock was down to 1.
First charge timeout, Cincinnati. This is a 30-second timeout.
So in a close game, those are the moments when you look back and think that could be something if this game comes down to needing a timeout for a field goal late for Cincinnati.
Yeah, and if I'm Zach Gore, I might want to change my defensive call just for the fact they had coverage ID. They had Chase Brown outside of Jamar Chase, and the safety, Gilman, was on top of him, so that would tell Burrow that this is man-to-man. So you might want to change that up a little bit and play some zone.
Burrow will send 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. He puts his tight end in an up position just behind the center to the left. Burrow takes the snap, drops the throw. Pocket collapsing. He escapes, runs to the right, pumps once, hit again, lofts it near side, incomplete, and a penalty flag is thrown. The target was Mitch Tinsley. TJ Tampa had the coverage and made contact before the ball arrived.
Pass interference, defense number 27. The ball will be placed in the spot of the foul, automatic, first down.
So the dominoes continue to fall in the Bengals' favor. TJ Tampa commits the pass interference. TJ Tampa's in the game because Nate Wiggins gets hurt.
Yeah, and he didn't have to grab that left arm around his body. He was in position to make a play.
1st and 10 Bengals at the Ravens 25. Burrow on first down. He'll hand it off. Samaje Perine with a hole, and he darts down to the Ravens' 18-yard line. A gain of 7 for Perine and the Bengals. And Cincinnati, they'll mark it an 8-yard gain. Cincinnati looking at a 2nd down and 2. Bengals back in the Old Bay red zone. 9:18 left in the 3rd quarter. Cincinnati up 12-7. The Ravens went 3 and out on their first possession, and the Bengals have had it since. 7th play of the drive. Perine in the backfield. Burrow takes the snap, had nowhere to go with the ball, tries to dart forward, and he leads forward for a first down. Unbelievable. Joe Burrow took the snap. What he was expecting there wasn't there. It looked like a blown play. He danced, he darted, he picked his way through the crowd, and he gets the needed yardage for a first down.
Yeah, it just seemed like everybody on the defense kind of slowed down when the play didn't develop the way they thought.
1st and 10 Bengals at the Ravens 15. Burrow from the shotgun, looks to the left, pumps once, now he lost far corner, end zone, incomplete.
Ooh, that was an
good
offensive
coverage by Kyle Hamilton, but you started to say the thing I was thinking. It looked like offensive interference.
That looked like offensive pass interference. He looked like he grabbed him.
Tanner Hudson was the target. No flag on the play.
He did grab his left arm and pulled him by himself.
3rd quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by Safeway. 2nd down and 10 for the Bengals from the Ravens 15. Burrow from under center. Hands it off to Chase Brown, and Brown is stacked up after a gain of 1. Kyle Van Noy setting the edge for the defense. And Cincinnati faces a 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, really good play by Kyle Van Noy and Agent Zero.
Samaje Perine will check in. Chase Brown checks out. Ravens make some changes defensively. Trenton Simpson comes in along with TJ Tampa. As the Ravens will go to 5-6 defensive backs. Jamar Chase splits wide of the numbers to the left. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Burrow, empty backfield. Now he recalls Samaje Perine and sets to his left. Burrow takes the snap. Rolling to the right. Lobs for the end zone, looking for his tight end. One-hand catch for a touchdown. Tanner Hudson with an unbelievably athletic one-handed grab. And the Bengals have their first touchdown of the game, and they extend the lead.
Yeah, I don't know how they let Joe Burrow get outside the pocket again to extend the play.
Tanner Hudson, with his 2nd touchdown of the season, gives the Bengals their first trip to the end zone of the night. And Evan McPherson for the extra point try. McPherson's kick is up and good. 7:22 to play, 3rd quarter. Bengals extend their lead. Cincinnati 19, Ravens 7 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
We're inside the third quarter, and here's a club you'll want to get into. Club Citgo. Download the Club Citgo app now and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. Club Citgo is a proud sponsor of Baltimore football on 98 Rock and WBAL.
Hey, Ravens flock, we've got a deal that will make you flock to your nearest McDonald's. If our opponent misses a field goal during any home or away game, then you get a free-piece Chicken McNuggets with minimum $1 purchase the next day on the McDonald's app. And if our opponent misses 2 field goals, you'll be upgraded to a free 10-piece. What's good for the Ravens is good for the flock. Download the McDonald's app to redeem this deal. And that's not all. Earn free food when you order through the app. Offer valid at participating McDonald's. Valid one time per day. Visit McDonald's app for details.
For 20 years, the Ravens have chosen MedStar Health as their medical team, trusting us to provide winning care on and off the field. We're proud to be the team behind your team for every training camp, every game, and every playoff run, every time. So why do the Ravens and the flock trust MedStar Health? Because after 20 years together, there's nothing we can't tackle. MedStar Health, it's how we treat people.
I'm Josh Spiegel from The Morning Show.
And I'm attorney Randolph Rice with Rice Law.
Randolph, what's the best advice if someone's hurt in a car accident?
Best advice? Call Rice.
What if they're hurt in a motorcycle crash?
Best advice? Call Rice.
Bitten by your neighbor's chihuahua named Butch?
Best advice? Call Rice.
So if you're hurt in Maryland, it sounds like the best advice is call Rice.
That's right, Josh. When results matter, so does your lawyer.
So get the right lawyer right now.
Rice Law. Visit ricelawmd.com for help today.
Ravens fans, visit BaltimoreRavens.com to enter for a chance to become the Southwest Airlines captain of the game. You could win tickets to a 2025 Ravens home game, custom jersey, Southwest Airlines Rapid Rewards bonus points, and much more.
.7:22 to play, third quarter. Bengals extend their lead. Cincinnati 19, Ravens 7. Well, third quarter, plenty of time, but you got to get something going on offense. Ravens haven't scored since the first quarter, and they have missed so many opportunities. A dropped certain touchdown for Tez Walker, a fumble at the goal line by Isaiah Likely on a short touchdown, and then a touchdown catch from Zay Flowers called back because of offensive pass interference. There's 21 points that are not on the board. The reality of it is they got to find a way to get back into the scoring mode here, Rod.
Yeah, I mean, he got 160 total yards so far.
And that is our view from the booth, brought to you by Goal Vision. A kickoff taken by Rasheen Ali at the 8, across the 15, 20, 25, 30. And Ali wrestled out of bounds at the 32-yard line of the Ravens. Well, the coldest game of the year so far, but not the last cold game we're going to see. This was the start of the final 6-week run of the regular season. All 6 bad weather games, most likely. Cold weather, wind, possibly rain, snow. Who knows what's in front of this team. But right now, they need to play like it's October or September. They got to get it in gear. Derrick Henry, the lone back. Lamar Jackson under center. 3 receivers bunched to the right. Lamar will throw off the play fake. Fires over the middle. Caught. Mark Andrews midfield, and he's wrestled down at the Bengal 49-yard line. Jordan Battle on the stop. And Mark Andrews jumps to his feet and exhorts his teammates in the crowd, let's go.
And, I mean, that's what you need. You need your leaders to lead these guys by making plays, but also getting everybody up.
19-yard gain. Lamar will send Rashad Bateman, Zay Flowers to the right. Charlie Kohler, the tight end, to the left. Power I formation. Give us Derrick Henry. He's got a hole. Henry to the 40-yard line. And the King rips off a 9-yard gain. It's 2nd and 1. It's looking more like it on the offense. Now you got to finish.
Yeah, you got to go out there and you got to play this last quarter and a half. You got to go out there and play your best football. You're in a great position. You're leading the AFC North. You got to go out there and finish this game.
Lamar stands in the shotgun. Derrick Henry to his right. Quick toss to Henry. Cuts it inside the numbers. Cuts back to the 35. And he'll lean in for a first down. Now the Ravens spreading things out, and the offense with some traction.
But I like to see them in a tempo setting, get in and out of the huddle.
They had some success early in this game by going no huddle, which you've been talking about the last couple of weeks.
You allow the defense to catch your breath, and you allow them to change personnel when you huddle up consistently.
Derrick Henry checks out. Keaton Mitchell checks in. Lamar spreads out. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Lamar steps back into the shotgun. Bengals with a 4-man front. No blitz coming. Lamar throws quickly, and he short hopped it to Keaton Mitchell, who was outside the numbers at the 40-yard line. And the ball, look.
Maybe he needs to get a glove.
That's a valid point because it is brutally cold right now. And he just went to the sideline and signaled for, if not a glove, the wrap that you put around your waist so you can put your hands into the muffler. Lamar takes the snap. He hands it off to Derrick Henry. Henry powers his way inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. That'll set up a 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 3. So Lamar did get a muffler from the sideline so he can keep his hands warm in between plays because, as we've seen with 3 turnovers in the first half, 2 on Lamar, and then that short hop pass to Keaton Mitchell here in the 3rd quarter, the weather is a factor for the Ravens quarterback. And every single other person in this stadium, I might add. Rasheen Ali in the backfield on 3rd down and 3. Lamar in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He keeps it on the read option. Turns the corner of the 20. Lamar will stride out of bounds with a 1st down at the 18-yard line.
That is a zone read we've been looking for. That's the explosion we've been looking for from Lamar. Making those big plays with his feet. Good blocking by Mark Andrews on the edge, giving Lamar the opportunity to get outside.
1st and 10 Ravens. From the Bengals 18, 4:12 to play in the 3rd quarter. Ravens trail 19-7. Lamar from under center. Quick toss to Keaton Mitchell. Right side, he's got room. Mitchell on the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Keaton Mitchell. And the Ravens climb right back in the game.
I tell you what, Zay Flowers threw a tremendous block on the slot. I can't see the defender's number, but he leveled him to pave the way for Keaton Mitchell.
An 18-yard run for Keaton Mitchell, who scores his 1st touchdown of the year. And it comes at a great time as the Ravens climb back in this game. Great play design and call by Todd Monken because he had the Bengals defense flowing left and he was running right. Here's Tyler Luke for the extra point attempt right down the middle and good. 3:59 left to play, 3rd quarter. Cincinnati 19, Ravens 14 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Want to take ESPN 630 wherever you go?
Today, Junior!
Download the newly designed ESPN 630 app from the App Store on your iPhone or the Google Play Store. Use your hands-free setting or Bluetooth connection in your car.
Sensational.
And listen to us no matter how close or far you are from DC. And don't miss a second of your favorite shows from anywhere in the world.
Oh, there it is.
ESPN 630, the sports capital. Now worldwide from your phone.
Game day isn't complete without repping your team. Whether you're in the stands, at home, or tailgating with friends, NFLShop.com has the gear every fan needs. Jerseys, hats, hoodies, and sideline styles straight from the pros to you. Fresh arrivals drop all season long, so you'll always stay game day ready. Fan like a pro and shop now at NFLShop.com.
Welcome back to Winter Hack Radio, the place for clever hacks to survive the season. Icy driveway? Well, try spreading sand or birdseed to help with traction. Snowy puppy paws? Well, grab a whisk, brush it off, done. Catch COVID-19? Well, just get
Actually, there's no hack for COVID-19. But if you test positive, prescription medications for COVID exist. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Now. We tend not to think about now. We dream about tomorrow, relive yesterday. But right now in front of us is victory over cancer. Right now, cancer research funded by the V Foundation is leading to better treatments and saving lives. Victory over cancer is there for the taking by you, because today's cancer research is tomorrow's victory. Learn more at v.org.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up.
When you're high, you feel different. But if you feel different, you drive different. So don't drive high. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Third quarter, brought to you by Safeway.
And the Ravens answer the Bengals touchdown drive with a touchdown drive of their own. Keaton Mitchell caps the 7-play, 68-yard touchdown drive with an 18-yard run, his first rushing touchdown of the year, and he makes it a 5-point Cincinnati lead, 19-14 Bengals.
And a great block by Zay Flowers on Jalen Davis, the corner. I mean, he leveled him.
Now the Ravens have the crowd back in this game. Definitely the kind of game you want to be moving around, standing up, because if you sit too long, you'll just freeze. Tyler Loop chips an end-over-end kick. It'll be taken by Gary Brightwell, brings it across the 20, 30. Big hit at the 31-yard line.
You know, somebody should have heated seats.
Malachi Starks and Tez Walker on the stop. They have heated seats for the players on the bench, but
no, for the fans.
70,000, you'd have some happy fans right now.
I guess you only get that in the suites.
Except in the seats, you don't need a heated suite. You're in a seat. You're in a suite. You have a heated suite. All right, crowd starting to chant for the Ravens defense to get a stop here. Just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Burrow in the shotgun, two receivers right, two to the left. Burrow rolls to his right, throws back to his running back, Chase Brown. He's at the 35, splits a couple of tacklers and gets out to the 40-yard line for a gain of 8 to start the Bengal drive.
And they got to keep Joe Burrow in the pocket. Can't let him keep running around.
Third quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by Safeway. If you are joining us late, it was a first half of turnovers and missed opportunities for the Ravens. 4 field goals for the Bengals. The two teams have traded touchdowns here in the third quarter. Now Burrow. Two receivers to the left, two tight ends to the left, two receivers to the right. Hands it off to Samaje Perine, breaks through the line, he's across midfield, and finally pulled down by Kyle Hamilton and Malachi Starks, but not until he gets to the Ravens' 43-yard line with a Bengals first down.
Yeah, the Ravens have to find a way to get a turnover to give this offense a short field.
Bengals went 10 plays on their last possession. Burrow from the shotgun on 1st and 10. Fakes the snap. Blitz pressure coming. Burrow going deep. Near side. Looking for Tinsley. Reaches back and makes a catch, but can't hold on it. As he hits the ground, the ball came loose. Marlon Humphrey had the coverage.
Oh, I think he's hurt.
Mitch Tinsley made an unbelievable turnaround grab of the ball, but when he fell to the ground, he could not retain possession. Incomplete.
And every time they see the press coverage, they run the go route. Joe Burrow's letting that ball go.
It's 2nd and 10 for the Bengals. From the Ravens' 47. Burrow continuing to operate from the shotgun. Inside handoff. Perine picking his way through some crowd, but able to get 4 yards on the play. A nice sidestep and darted forward. He'll get it to the 44-yard line of the Ravens. It's 3rd down and 7. Another big 3rd down for this Ravens defense.
See, every time they motion that little Z in motion, They like to run that insert dive with the receiver going and be the lead blocker.
3 of the Bengals' 5 scores have come on drives where they extended it near midfield with big third down conversions. 5-man defensive front for the Ravens. Kyle Hamilton coming up the middle on the blitz. Joe Burrow to throw. Slings it near sideline. Jamar Chase makes the catch at the Ravens' 30-yard line. Joe Burrow, blitz pressure coming, just stood calm and collected in the pocket and delivered an absolute strike to Jamar Chase along the near sideline.
I mean, it's tough. I mean, Marlon Humphrey is playing inside shade on a reduced split, and then he runs a deep out cut.
Give me the inside shade. So the receivers
reduced split. He's inside of him, inside shade of him, and then he runs an out route. You're out leveraged.
On first down, Chase Brown will carry off left tackle. Not much room there. He stopped after a gain of 1 to the 29-yard line. So I want to go back to that last play. We were talking about inside shade, outside shade. So just imagine for our viewer, our listeners, let's show them. Let's say the receiver, Jamar Chase, is standing at the 30-yard line, and Marlon Humphrey has the coverage. When he has inside shade,
he's closer to the ball. And if he's outside shade, he's further to the sideline
than the receiver. Got it. Joe Burrow in the shotgun on second down and 8 from the Ravens' 28. Final minute of the third quarter. Burrow with time throws over the middle. Broken up. Chino Awuzie, diving effort to take away a reception from Mitch Tinsley.
Yeah, that's a really good play. The rule of thumb is anytime a receiver leans up on you and he leans into you, he's always going the opposite way. So as a defender, once you feel that lean, man, just go.
Chino Awuzie, a former Bengal, having a terrific game against his old teammates. Puts the Bengals into a 3rd down and 8 from the Ravens' 28. Ravens rush 5. Burrow steps up, fires down the seam. He's got a man. He's got a touchdown. Coming down with a reception is Andre Iosivas.
That play,
and Cincinnati with back-to-back touchdown drives.
That play did not make any sense because they brought pressure, but then Roquan Smith, he went out. He was covering on the deep middle, and there's nobody else back there. I think that's miscommunication of what, because it looked like it was supposed to be cover 2, but if it's cover 2, if that's Tampa.
So a 29-yard touchdown from Burrow to Iosivas. And Evan McPherson with the extra point attempt. McPherson delivers. And with 15 seconds left in the third quarter, it's Cincinnati 26 and the Ravens 14 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
At DraftKings, we're all about responsible gaming. Sometimes you got to know when to hold up. There are no locks or sure things, so know when to fold up. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
On game day, there's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This Ravens season, get in the game at Safeway and enter their Flock In and Win sweepstakes for your chance to win Ravens tickets, autographed jerseys, helmets, or more. Plus, save 5% on your in-store shopping order of $20 or more when you shop in your Ravens gear on game day. And don't miss the football items of the week. Bounty paper towels for $19.99 and Dawn dish soap for just $4.99. Safeway, the official supermarket of the Baltimore Ravens.
Hey,
Hey, Ravens fans, let's huddle. If you're buying a new or used vehicle or refinancing an existing auto loan, turn to the auto loan experts at Point Breeze Credit Union. With low-rate auto loans, Point Breeze Credit Union makes it easy to get behind the wheel of a vehicle you want. For easy, reliable banking, visit a Point Breeze office or pbcu.com/auto and apply for your auto loan today. Enjoy the ride with Point Breeze Credit Union, and go Ravens. (26-14). Bengals in front of the Ravens. 15 seconds left in the third quarter. 2 touchdowns for Cincinnati here in the second half after 4 field goals and no touchdowns in the first half. For Rod, in 4 of the Bengals' 6 scores, key play has been a big third down conversion, third and long in some of these situations that the Ravens have not been able to stop, and the Bengals have cashed in.
Yeah, they haven't played good third down defense. I mean, on the year, they've been good. They're 12th in the league, giving up 36%. But today, for some reason, they're giving up that deep ball.
McPherson's kick will go into the end zone, and Keaton Mitchell will take it for a touchback. So the Ravens will start the drive at their 35-yard line. Well, let's see if Lamar Jackson can answer Joe Burrow for a second consecutive drive.
Oh, he has to. I mean, you got to play your best football for the next quarter and overcome the obstacles that you put in front of yourself and being down 26-14.
Lamar Jackson tonight, 9 of 17 passing, 146 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Joe Burrow, 21 of 42, 240 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. So Burrow comes back for the first time since week 2 and is slinging TDs here in the second half. Derrick Henry is the deep back in the power I formation. Lamar from under center on first down from the Ravens 35. Moving from our right to left. Give it to Henry, running to the left side. Stiff arms a man, crosses the 40. A flag is down.
Oh.
Derrick Henry got 6 yards on the play, but let's see if it stands.
Holding, offense, number 51. It's a 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
So a rookie mistake by Emory Jones, who's getting some playing time tonight at left guard. He was sharing time with Andrew Voorhees in the first half. That's a costly mistake.
Yeah, he did have his hands wrapped up in cloth a little bit.
On Chris Jenkins. There's an injured Bengals player at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Trying to get a sight line on who it might be. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. And the Ravens trail 26-14 on a bitter cold night in Baltimore. Ravens rode a 5-game win streak into tonight. They had gone 6 straight games without giving up more than 20 points to an opponent. That streak is over. The Bengals with 26 points. The injured player is defensive end Cedric Johnson, who's walking off the field under his own power. Now the Ravens have to rally offensively to keep that win streak alive.
They need the best version of Lamar Jackson for the next quarter.
DeAndre Hopkins, Rashad Bateman split wide to the right. Zay Flowers wide to the left. Lamar will take the snap in the shotgun, drops the throw. Check down pass complete to Henry. He's got some room at midfield. He's at 35-40. The Kings to midfield. Still on his feet. 40 of the Bengals. 35. Stiff arms a man. And Derrick Henry's all the way down to the Cincinnati 30-yard line.
Great vision. Lamar just takes the drop-off pass to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry just puts his foot in the ground, goes back across the field, and just outruns the Cincinnati Bengals defense.
And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. 1 quarter left to play with Cincinnati in front, 26-14 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COIN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COIN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COIN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There is a tremendous price war in the term life industry. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past few years. For example, a man aged 45, non-smoker, can get $1 million of coverage for $75 per month, level rate for 10 years. Or a man aged 50, non-smoker, can obtain $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of $110, level rate for 20 years. That's right, guaranteed level rate for 20 years. If you're a smoker, we have great rates available for you as well. At Term Busters, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. If you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call today for a quote. 1-800-908-7636. You're probably paying more than you should. Call 1-800-908-7636. Remember, 1-800-908-7636. Sample rate quotes based on preferred non-smoker rate class. Exam required to qualify.
Start of the fourth quarter in Baltimore with the Ravens trailing the Bengals 26-14. We pause for 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to the Ravens Game Day Network.
WSBN Washington. ESPN 630, the sports capital. Your home for the Baltimore Orioles, the Baltimore Ravens, and UVA Sports.
Lamar Jackson's check down pass to Derrick Henry for a 44-yard catch and run by the King. Opens the fourth quarter with the Ravens looking at a 1st and 10 at the Cincinnati 31. Now working from our left to right. Little touch pass to Keaton Mitchell, sweeping to the left, gets outside the numbers, but he's bottled up, and he'll be taken down for a loss of 1.
Yeah, they're waiting for that one. But you like the play design. You like getting Keaton Mitchell the ball in space on the edge of the defense.
Where he can use that speed and quickness. Mitchell will check out. Derrick Henry checks back in. 2nd down and 10 after no gain for Mitchell on the jet sweep. Lamar from the shotgun, looking to throw. Looks to the left, fires to the far sideline. It is reeled in and caught. Isaiah Likely, nope, check that. DeAndre Hopkins makes the grab at the 15-yard line of the Bengals. Good for 15 yards. And a Ravens 1st down.
I mean, that play is unstoppable between Lamar and Hopkins because they have a really good feel for that back shoulder fade. And he catches the ball with his hands. He extends it, extends his arms, catches it with both hands, gets his feet down.
Dax Hill had great coverage. Well, Lamar put it in one spot Hill couldn't get to. 1st and 10 Ravens. Lamar keeps it on the read option. Gets outside the numbers, but Joseph Osai has it read perfectly, and Geno Stone shoulders Lamar out of bounds after a gain of 1.
Yeah, you got to. If that is a true zone read, he should have gave that to Derrick Henry. That was up the middle. There was no one in front of him.
But Lamar does look more comfortable running the ball tonight.
Today he does, absolutely.
Since coming back from that hamstring injury, we have not seen him with this much burst.
You can see that burst, yes.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Bengals with a 4-man front. They bring blitz pressure off the edge. Lamar under pressure, has to sling it near sideline, incomplete. The Bengals brought their corner, Jalen Davis, on a blitz. They had nobody to pick him up, so as Lamar was rolling, he rolled right into the pressure that time.
Yeah, Wester was running a 7 cut, so up the field, going to the back pylon. Lamar just didn't have enough time to see him because he was wide open.
Now Lamar and the offense face a 3rd and 9 in the Old Bay red zone at the Bengal 15. Trailing 26-14. Lamar takes the snap. Steps up. His pass is deflected and intercepted. Picked off at the 10. Returned to the 20. Demetrius Knight to the 30. And he's taken out of bounds at the 45-yard line of the Bengals. A 4th turnover for the Ravens. And they are celebrating on the Cincinnati bench. 12:54 left to play in the ball game. 26-14. Bengals have the lead. Bengals have the ball when we come back on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Looking for a smarter way to do your banking? At APG Federal Credit Union, you're the MVP. We're not for profit, so you get lower fees, better rates, and a team that puts you first. No fine print, just hometown service with real heart. So while the Ravens crush it on the field, you can crush your financial goals. Visit apgfcu.com and become a member today. That's apgfcu.com. Serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NCUA.
Toyotathon is on, so stop by your local Toyota dealer for incredible year-end deals on the cars, trucks, and SUVs known for their legendary reliability, like the stylish and efficient Camry, sleek and capable Corolla, ready for anything RAV4, or check out a rough and rugged Tacoma or Tundra, all with great financing and lease options available to qualified customers. Visit buyatoyota.com, the official website for deals, to find out more. Toyota, let's go places.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Planning a move? Von Paris Moving and Storage will handle all the details. Whether your move is within the state of Maryland, across the country, or overseas, Von Paris can customize their services to meet your needs and budget. Their relocation experts will provide a free no-obligation estimate and answer any questions or concerns about your upcoming household or office moving requirements. Call Von Paris Moving and Storage today at 410-888-8500 or visit vonparis.com. Von Paris, always going the extra mile since 1892. Proud to be the official mover of the Baltimore Ravens.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
Well, it's uphill sledding now for the Ravens, who trail 26-14 with 12:54 to play in the game. And the Bengals have now forced 4 Ravens turnovers in this game. That last pass by Lamar Jackson deflected and intercepted by Demetrius Knight, a rookie inside linebacker for the Bengals. And it was Miles Murphy coming off the edge, pushing his way over top of Roger Rosengarten, and got a hand on the pass by Lamar Jackson. And a frustrated Lamar slamming his helmet into the bench area as he made his way to the sideline. Burrow under center. He'll hand it off to Chase Brown, sweeping to the right side, gets outside the numbers, and is chopped off his feet by Marlon Humphrey at midfield after a gain of 3.
The defense cannot give up any more points in this game to give them opportunity to try to get a victory.
Ravens came into tonight even in the turnover differential for the season, but they are -4 on the night and the season now. Burrow in the shotgun, 2nd down and 7. 12:20 left to play in the game. Burrow drops to throw. His pass incomplete off the outstretched hands of Jamar Chase. Good coverage by Cheeto Awuzie. And the Bengals face a 3rd down. All right, you get a 3rd down stop here. You get the ball right back. 2-score game. There's still plenty of time, plenty of hope. But this has been the play that's been the problem for the Ravens defense tonight.
Third down tonight. It's been a problem. They got to find a way to make a play.
Bengals 7 of 15, almost 50% on third down conversions. Ravens with a 5-man front. They bring blitz pressure. Burrow's pass over the middle. It is caught for a first down. Mike Gesicki, the tight end, gets it down to the 41-yard line of the Ravens, and there it is again. The third down conversions of the Bengals have been the weak spot for the Ravens defense tonight. It's been a consistent theme.
Yeah, I mean, he beat Marlon Humphreys, your starting corner, on a little shallow crossing route.
And now the fourth quarter, every first down conversion usually leads to a couple of minutes coming off the clock. Time starts to become an issue. 11 and a half minutes to play. Burrow in the shotgun, 1st and 10 at the Ravens 41. Inside handoff. Chase Brown tracked down and brought down from behind. Kyle Hamilton drops the Bengals running back for a loss of 2.
Yeah, that was a really good play, Kyle, coming off the right side.
There's no doubt the Ravens have missed Nate Wiggins in the second half. We talk about a valuable member of your defense. Ravens, even with 3 turnovers in the first half, limited Cincinnati to 4 field goal attempts. In the second half, 2 touchdown passes for Joe Burrow. It's not a coincidence you didn't have Nate Wiggins back there in the secondary. Ravens with 5 along the defensive front. On 2nd and 12, Burrow to throw. Has time, throws near side, complete to Jamar Chase, and he's about 2 yards shy of the first down. He'll set up a 3rd down and 2.
Yeah, just a speed out, 10-yard out by Jamar Chase. And
ball is at the Ravens' 33-yard line. So here you are again, 3rd down. Bengals are an even 50% on 3rd down conversions. 10:20 left to play in the game. Bengals bring in the extra offensive lineman, and Joe Burrow's going to take a timeout. He uses the second of 2 Cincinnati timeouts.
Cincinnati.
We'll step aside. 10:14 left to play in the ball game. Bengals 26, Ravens 14 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Planning a move? Von Paris Moving and Storage will handle all the details. Whether your move is within the state of Maryland, across the country, or overseas, Von Paris can customize their services to meet your needs and budget. Their relocation experts will provide a free no-obligation estimate and answer any questions or concerns about your upcoming household or office moving requirements. Call Von Paris Moving and Storage today at 410-888-8500 or visit vonparis.com. Von Paris, always going the extra mile since 1892. Proud to be the official mover of the Baltimore Ravens.
At DraftKings, we're all about responsible gaming. Sometimes you got to know when to hold up. There are no locks or sure things, so know when to fold up. It's more fun when it's for fun. So play responsibly. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, Kansas, 21 plus, age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction.
Ravens fans, SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Ravens flock and here to help you experience all the action this season. SeatGeek makes it easy to find the perfect seats to the perfect game so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations and momentum-shifting takeaways this season. Whether you're getting tickets to Ravens games or to any other live event in Baltimore, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official primary ticketing partner of the Baltimore Ravens. SeatGeek.
Here's a club you'll want to get into, Club Citgo. It's the super easy app that opens the door to great fuel savings and more. Sign up and instantly save 23 cents per gallon on your first fill-up, plus everyday savings that really add up. You can also enter our sweepstakes with multiple winners and giveaways, like free gas for a year. And Club Citgo makes paying easy with a convenient mobile pay feature. So welcome to the club where all the action is. Download Club Citgo today. Savings good up to 30 gallons, only at participating locations. Data rates may apply.
$10:14 left to play at M&T Bank Stadium. Bengals in front of the Ravens, 26-14. Fourth quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by Toyota. Cincinnati looking at a 3rd and 2 from the Ravens 33. Time a very big factor now with the Ravens down 12 points. They cannot afford to let Cincinnati continue to burn the clock. Burrow in the shotgun, sends Jamar Chase in motion to the right. Burrow hands it off. Samaje Perine right side. The Ravens bottle him up. He'll lose half a yard. And the Bengals face a 4th down and 2. And they will bring Evan McPherson on for his 5th field goal try of the game. And this will be his longest of the game. So far, the longest he's hit tonight is 42 yards. This will be a 52-yarder.
Yeah, you got to hope that wind starts swirling.
McPherson this season has hit from a career-high 63 yards. This a 52-yarder in a swirling wind from the right hash mark. Evan McPherson, 4 for his first 4 tonight. Number 5 from 52 on the way, and he puts it through. And with 9:25 left to play, the Bengals extend their lead. Cincinnati 29, Ravens 14 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Think Verizon's best 5G network is expensive? Think again. This season, bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store for a better deal. Then use those unwanted bills to wrap up goodbye gifts to AT&T. Or cut them into snowflakes to celebrate your switch from T-Mobile. 'Tis the season to save at Verizon. Just bring in your bill to your local Verizon store and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metrics which score report dated 1/8/2025. Your results may vary. Requires postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days and same name as person redeeming deal. Additional terms apply.
America has an undeniable, unstoppable energy. At Constellation, our energy matches yours. We're generating electricity 24/7 with hydro, wind, solar, and the nation's largest carbon-free nuclear fleet. Enough clean energy to power 15 million homes today, and a commitment to helping you build a brighter tomorrow. Power on, America. Learn more at constellationenergy.com/poweron.
Towson University does more than educate. We elevate, creating next-level opportunities for Maryland and beyond. TU is redefining the role of a public university, expanding access to life-changing experiences, raising the bar for collaboration, pushing possibilities at the forefront of teaching and research. Tigers are leading the way. Take TU's incredible momentum and make it yours.
Looking for a smarter way to do your banking? At APG Federal Credit Union, you're the MVP. We're not for profit, so you get lower fees, better rates, and a team that puts you first. No fine print, just hometown service with real heart. So while the Ravens crush it on the field, you can crush your financial goals. Visit apgfcu.com and become a member today. That's apgfcu.com. Serving Baltimore City and Baltimore, Harford, and Cecil counties. Federally insured by NCUA.
Fourth quarter, brought to you by Toyota.
And the Ravens find themselves now trailing 29-14 after the 5th Evan McPherson field goal, a 52-yarder. And with 9:25 left to play in the game, time very much a factor because the Ravens are down 15. You do the math, that's a touchdown, an extra point, a touchdown, and a 2-point conversion. No easy task when you only have 2 touchdowns so far through 3.5 quarters. But that's the situation the Ravens find themselves in at 6-5. If they do not come back and win this game, then you have to hope for the Bills to beat Pittsburgh on Sunday so the Ravens can stay even with the Steelers before those two teams meet next Sunday. Kickoff taken for a touchback, so the Ravens will start the drive at their 35-yard line. Next Sunday against the Steelers back here in Baltimore, the 3rd consecutive home game for the Ravens. The Ravens were very much hoping to go into that game with solo possession of first place, which they would have felt pretty confident about with a win tonight, but they're going to need a big-time comeback to restore that level of confidence.
Yeah, and can this offense do it? They can, but they have to get in a hurry up, and they have to have some big plays.
Rasheen Ali in the backfield to start the drive. Lamar in the shotgun. Jackson to throw on first down, looking to the sideline. Throws complete. Isaiah Likely tries to juke him out, but has nowhere to go along the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 41-yard line. We're marking closer to the 42, so it's a pickup of 7. 2nd down and 3 coming up. And the Ravens are going to go no huddle. I think of the words of the late, great John Wooden. Be quick, but don't hurry. Give us a Rasheen Ali. Tries to juke his way along the left side of the offensive line, but there's nothing there. He'll be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and 3.
You got to have some big plays in this last 8 minutes and 45 seconds.
Lamar to throw on 3rd down. His pass is incomplete, and a late flag thrown from the back judge, who stands about 40 yards downfield in the middle of the field. The target was Isaiah Likely. The coverage was Jalen Davis. And the penalty is a huge one for the Ravens' advantage.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 35. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
I think he had his right arm wrapped around him as he was covering him across the field, and that's why they called it.
I mean, otherwise you pretty much have to go for it there on 4th down. Instead, the Ravens get a 1st down, and the ball goes out to their 47-yard line. Lamar stretches 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, takes the snap, going deep, far side. He's got a man at the 10. He makes a catch at the 5, but he can't hang on. Tez Walker had it right in his hands, but when it went to the ground, he could not hold on.
Oh, that was a great throw by Lamar.
Walker showing his speed, got behind Dax Hill. Yeah, Lamar hit him right at his hands.
And Hill pulled it out at the last second with his right arm.
And another missed opportunity for the Ravens. 2nd and 10 with 8:32 left to play in the game. Lamar stays in the shotgun, takes the snap, blitz pressure coming. Lamar being chased, running to the near side, throws complete to Isaiah Likely at the 46-yard line of the Bengals. I'm not sure how Lamar was able to avoid Geno Stone, who had a clean run at Lamar Jackson, and Lamar was able to escape the sack, extend the play, and pick up 7 yards on the play, setting up a 3rd down and 3. Ravens go no huddle. And the Bengals jumped into the neutral zone.
That has to be a neutral zone infraction.
Whistle stopped the play before the snap.
False start. Offense, number 72. It's a 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
Left guard Andrew Voorhees with a costly mistake. Instead of 3rd and 3, it goes to 3rd and 8.
What? Whoa. That is a terrible call. Voorhees didn't even move. That's a terrible call. That's 2 terrible calls tonight.
Bengals bringing blitz pressure on 3rd and 8. Lamar over the middle. It sails high and incomplete to Zay Flowers. And it's decision time for the Ravens, who face a 4th and 8. And there's really no decision to make here. You have to go for it.
You got to go for it, but that's a terrible call by the refs on that penalty.
On that last play, Lamar had Mark Andrews wide open.
He chipped the end. Was a check down receiver for him.
4th down and 8 for the Ravens. Lamar in the shotgun sends Zay Flowers in motion to the left. Takes the snap. Lamar steps up, lofts it near side, and is batted down incomplete. Josh Newton, a backup defensive back for the Bengals, just batted down Lamar's lob that was going to Zay Flowers. And the Bengals take over on downs with 7:56 left to play. Cincinnati in control. Bengals 29, Ravens 14 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
Get ready, DC. Portugal the Man is bringing the Denali Tour to the Anthem on December 5th. Get your tickets now at theanthemdc.com.
you could be there for free. Enter now for your chance to win a pair of tickets at sportscapitaldc.com. Don't miss your shot to see one of the most electrifying live bands right here in the heart of the district. Hurry, this is your chance to experience Portugal the Man live. Go to sportscapitaldc.com and enter today.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control of your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank accounts, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problem now by calling the experts at U.S. Tax Shield and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. U.S. Tax Shield offers a price protection guaranteed quote to get you protected today. U.S. Tax Shield is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, so call now. 800-785-9132. That's 800-785-9132. U.S. Tax Shield. 800-785-9132.
In mid-2017, we received the news that nobody wants to hear. Your child has cancer. St. Jude made us feel that everything was gonna be alright. It's like an army of people working together, following the same dream, which is getting 100% success rate for curing childhood cancer.
Finding cures, saving children. Learn more at stjude.org.
Stadium is emptying out now. The wind chill in the 20s. And the outlook for this game is sub-zero, with the Bengals leading at 29-14. 7:56 left to play, and Cincinnati takes over on downs at the Ravens' 49-yard line. It's a game where if you go back to the first half, Rod, there were just so many mistakes and missed opportunities.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to play 4 quarters. You can't turn the ball over 4 times and think you're going to win in the National Football League. They lost the turnover margin last week, but they won. Can't do that consistently.
Joe Burrow with Chase Brown in the backfield. Pitches it to Brown, near side, gets outside the number. He's to the 40, 35, 30, and he's finally brought to the turf by Cheeto Awuzie, but not before a 20-yard run to start the drive, and the Bengals are right back in scoring territory. Well, the question was, what would Joe Burrow be able to bring back after missing so much time, having not played since week 2 of the season? And the answer is plenty. 258 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And even though the Bengals brought a 1% playoff chance into this night, Joe Burrow has resuscitated those hopes a little bit, to say the least. He'll hand it off to Chase Brown. He's got a big hole, and Brown powers his way inside the 25 down to the 22-yard line. And that'll be good for a gain of about 8. 2nd down and 2, under 7 minutes left to play.
I mean, the Cincinnati Bengals offense wasn't terrible without Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow is added to that. The defense was, though. And they are playing much better, seems like, just because Joe Burrow is back at the helm.
It's amazing what one player can do. 4th quarter of tonight's broadcast brought to you by Toyota. Burrow on 2nd down and 2. In the shotgun, Chase Brown to his left. He'll give it to Brown on the straight dive play. Brown stood up. He won't get the first down. John Jenkins put the brakes on the Bengals running back. It'll be 3rd down and 1. But Cincinnati is milking every second it can off the play clock and the game clock as we approach the 6-minute mark left to play.
Yeah, and if I'm the Ravens, I got to think they're going to run the ball once again.
Brent Urban will check in. Mike Green checks out on the Ravens defense. Hope you and your family have enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Sorry this game has not been part of that festivities so far tonight. On 3rd and 1, movement all across the line. Ravens said the Bengals jump.
The defensive line.
If it is, it's a Bengals first down.
Encroachment, defense, number 41. It's a 5-yard penalty, which results in a first down.
And every first down now, as we'd like to remind you, it takes about 2 minutes off the clock, guaranteed. Or it forces the opponent to start using timeouts.
But the leaders have to say in that situation, guys, don't jump off sides.
Yeah. Hold steady. Let the ball move. All the fundamentals. But on a night when you have missed opportunities, multiple turnovers, 4, and too many penalties, that is not the winning equation in the NFL. Burrow in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Bengals at the Ravens 16. Samaje Perine in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Perine straight ahead, nothing there. On the play, Travis Jones on the stop. The Ravens will use their first of 3 timeouts, stopping the clock with 5:12.
Yeah,
look, as a fan, you might sometimes wonder, why even mess with the timeout? Here's why you have to use the timeouts. You've seen how turnovers turn things around. It's a strange game. You force the ball loose, maybe you get a defensive touchdown, and it's not really over yet. Now, that's a long shot. That's a stretch. I'm not. We're talking, the realm of miracles, but that's why you take the timeout. You take every shot you have until you're out of shots, because as we have seen throughout the course of this night, strange things can happen in this game.
I mean, you use the timeouts to prolong the game, and as you prolong the game, maybe things can turn in your direction if you make some plays on the field.
Bengals looking at a 2nd and 9 from the Ravens 15. Burrow with Chase Brown to his left. Burrow in the shotgun. Bunches 3 receivers to the right. Jamar Chase set tight to the line to the left. Burrow takes the snap. Rolls to the right. Throws complete to Chase Brown. Slides down inbounds. Shy of the first down at the 12-yard line. A very intelligent play by Chase Brown.
Timeout. Baltimore. This is a 30-second timeout.
He forces the Ravens to use their second timeout.
I mean, that really is a smart play because he was going out of bounds and he slid down at the last second.
Sets up a 3rd and 6. 5:06 left to play. Ravens down to their final timeout. They'll soon be down to some of their final fans left hanging around here. Tough way to cap a Thanksgiving. Ravens had never lost on Thanksgiving. They were trying to become the 3rd team ever to win their first 3 ever Thanksgiving games. Houston Texans and the Pottsville Maroons. But they're going to need a miraculous comeback in the last 5 minutes to make that happen. Burrow on 3rd down and 6. He'll hand it off.
Ball out.
Samaje Perine fumbles the ball and the Ravens recover. I told you it wasn't over yet. The Ravens come up with the strip and the fumble recovery. Travis Jones recovered the loose ball, fumbled by Samaje Perine.
Oh, he hit him in the backfield. And
he jarred it loose, and he fell on the ball. And that's why you call timeouts when the game's not over yet. Ravens ball when we get back. 5:01 left to play. Bengals 29, Ravens 14 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
This Ravens radio broadcast on ESPN 630 is presented in part by Miller Lite.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back back. If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COIN to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COIN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COIN for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
At Average Amy's Coffee Corner, our coffee has caffeine, our muffins are cooked, and our services, well, we're here. Come on by for an average cup of joe.
Average doesn't build great businesses. Cumulus Digital does, outperforming industry benchmarks by more than 25%. We deliver smarter digital marketing to over 4,000 local businesses every month and drive real, measurable growth. You're not average. Your marketing results shouldn't be either. Visit cumulusdigital.com to start outperforming today.
I'm Tiffany Haddish.
And I'm Marlon Wayans. African Americans are 3 times more likely to be diagnosed with pancreatic cancer than any other racial or ethnic group.
Access to cutting-edge treatment can help make long-term survival possible.
That's why Stand Up to Cancer and the Lust Garden Foundation have teamed up to bring over 30 pancreatic cancer clinical trials to those who need them.
For more information about the latest pancreatic cancer research and clinical trials near you, visit pancreaticcancercollective.org.
Ravens take possession, 5:01 to play after the Travis Jones forced fumble and fumble recovery. Ravens have the ball at their 16. They're trailing 29-14. Well, if you're starting to look for targets, you need speed. Rashad Bateman wide to the right. Zay Flowers wide to the left. Lamar empties the backfield. He'll throw on first down. Under pressure, running to the right. He's at the 1-yard line, has to throw the ball away. He throws it out of bounds. And there's no flag on the play because Mark Andrews was in the vicinity. So a long, difficult night continues for Lamar Jackson. Isaiah Likely's been his top target tonight, 5 catches for 95 yards. Isaiah Likely is our player profile, brought to you by Autumn Lake Healthcare.
And if they're playing that soft cover 2, which is 2 deep safeties, the middle of the field is going to be open. So there's going to be some opportunities for them to get down the middle of the field and Lamar to get some deep ball throws down there.
But he has to get past protection to do it.
That he does.
Out of the empty backfield, Lamar to throw. He's at the 5-yard line, going deep down the middle of the field, and it's way overthrown for Zay Flowers.
That he was looking for the middle of the field, but that ball, I mean, he tried to throw it over the linebacker, but the safeties were collapsing quickly.
You called the area that's open, and it was open. But Lamar, 14 of 29, 219 yards, 1 interception tonight, a quarterback rating of 59.4. Very un-Lamar-like, to say the least. It is 3rd down and 10 from the Ravens 16. Jackson to throw out of the gun, quick release, far sideline, complete to Mark Andrews, and he gets out of bounds after a gain of about 7 to the 24-yard line. DJ Ivey had the coverage. And the Ravens are looking at a 4th down and 2.
Yeah, huge 3rd down here. Or excuse me, 4th down.
Shane Ali in the backfield with Lamar on 4th down and 2. Bengals with a 4-man front. Lamar to throw. Fires over the middle. Complete to Mark Andrews at the 35. Turns and gets out to the 37-yard line. 1st down, Ravens. And they'll sprint to the line. Clock is running. 4.5 minutes left to play in the game. Lamar steps into the shotgun. Takes the snap. Bengals rush 4. Lamar throws complete to the 45. Zay Flowers fumbles the ball. Bengals recover and return it to the 35-yard line. DJ Turner comes up with a fumble recovery, and that is pretty much going to do it, as the Ravens have turned the ball over now 5 times tonight. It is the undoing of hope, as Zay Flowers makes the catch as he was running forward.
Yeah.
Just didn't secure the ball. Jalen Davis raked the ball out. And DJ Turner scooped the ball up.
Yeah, you don't win too many games by having 5 turnovers.
And the Bengals will take possession with 4:12 left to play in the game. And they're literally dancing on the Bengals sideline. Joe Burrow comes back, and the Bengals come to town and beat the Ravens on Thanksgiving. Chase Brown will carry. He'll only get a yard. Mike Green makes the stop along with Alohi Gilman. And this will drop the Ravens to 6-6. Guess who else fell to 6-6 today? The Kansas City Chiefs, losing this afternoon on the road in Dallas. Chiefs fall to 6-6. Green Bay beat the Lions 31-24, and the Ravens here in the nightcap unable to stand up to the Cincinnati Bengals. So next week, the Ravens back home at M&T Bank Stadium to face the Pittsburgh Steelers. And the only question now is, will they go into that game tied with Pittsburgh or trailing by a yard? Chase Brown on the carry gets inside the 25, down to the 24. That's good for a Bengals first down. 3:19 left to play. The Ravens have one timeout. No real reason to use that now. 2-minute warning will be the last chance to stop the clock. It'll be a long weekend for the Ravens. Longer than they had hoped for, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that they didn't do defensively is get turnovers like Cincinnati Bengals defense did, but they have to find a way for the rest of the season to right the ship.
We gotta go!
Joe Burrow, you could hear him say, hey, we got to go. But he didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Offense. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So that was a mistake by the Bengals. Stops the clock with 2:40 left to play. For the Ravens, it's the Steelers next week, then back to the Bengals in Cincinnati. Week 16 matchup against a very good New England Patriots team here in Baltimore. And then following Christmas, it's on the road at Lambeau Field against a very good Packers team before finishing the season in Pittsburgh. So the rest of the run, extremely challenging.
Yeah, and the silver lining is the AFC North, the top teams don't have a lot of wiggle room. So all you have to do is just keep winning inside your division. Obviously not tonight, but the remainder of the year, win inside the division and you win the AFC North, you're getting into the postseason.
It reminds me of the story of the two executives who were on safari in Africa, and they're cornered by a lion. And the one executive starts to put on sneakers, and the other executive says, are you going to try to outrun the lion? He said, I don't have to. I just have to outrun you. For the Ravens, they got to figure out a way to outrun the Steelers now because they got run over tonight. We've reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play with the Bengals in front and in charge, 29-14. The Ravens will try to use that extra time this weekend to rest up and get healthy. Major injury concern for the Ravens is Nate Wiggins. He left the game late in the first half with a foot injury. We'll hear from John Harbaugh after the game. Ravens are going to fall to 6-6. The Steelers at the moment at 6-5 will face the Buffalo Bills this weekend in Pittsburgh, a 4:25 game on Sunday. And then next Sunday here in Baltimore, the Steelers come to town. It's the Ravens and the Steelers. Then the Ravens go back on the road to face the Bengals in Cincinnati. Then it's the Patriots, the Packers, and the Steelers again. 5 very challenging games to close out the regular season. Joe Burrow returned to the lineup for the Bengals tonight, and he brought a lot of hope back to Cincinnati. The Bengals still with 8 losses are a wild long shot to make the playoffs, but remember last year at the end of the year, the team nobody wanted to see in the playoffs was the Bengals because Burrow got so hot.
Yeah, and for the Ravens, they have an opportunity to correct the ship after this game, get back to watching film, seeing what happened what went wrong, what went right, to get ready for the Steelers next week.
Samaje Perine will carry on 2nd down and 12. Ravens and Bengals players have to be separated at the end of that.
3rd and final. Charge timeout. Baltimore. This is a 30-second timeout.
And after this, there's no way to put the brakes on the clock. Bengals will have it 3rd and 10 coming out of the timeout. And so the concern points you take away from this game, Rod, I would think, first and foremost, the turnovers. Poor ball security, 5 turnovers. You can't do that against anybody in this league, no less a division opponent. But the other is only scoring 14 points on the 32nd ranked defense in the NFL. Now, granted, 5 turnovers has a lot to do with that, but...
Yeah, the turnovers, I mean, obviously, the touchdown being called back on Zay Flowers, likely going into the end zone and turns the ball over. I mean, that gives you 28 points right there. Just finish the game. Play smart football. Take care of the football. Finish the game.
Samaje Perine carries on 3rd and 10. He'll only get a couple of yards. It'll be 4th down and 8. The Bengals will let the play clock wind all the way down before they bring in Evan McPherson for a 6th field goal try.
And the Ravens, yes, they didn't play great football tonight, but you still have what you want to do first. You want to get into the postseason. You have a great opportunity to do that because everybody in the North, nobody's in the North has played outstanding football this year. Everybody's been inconsistent. As long as you're that best team in the North, winning the most divisional games, and punch your ticket into the postseason.
Bengals take a timeout, looking at a 4th and 9. You're right, Rod. It's really a 2-team race now. Barring the Bengals somehow climbing their way back in this race. And look, with Joe Burrow, anything's possible. Let's be honest. But still, at 3 and 8, time is not on their side.
Yeah, I just don't know if the defense has improved this much because the offense for the Ravens has been a little inconsistent the last couple of weeks. Is every offense they're going to play against inconsistent? Joe Burrow doesn't play on the defensive side of it. Does he make the offense better? Yes, a little bit. But the offense has played good football before Joe Burrow got back.
Here's Evan McPherson for his 6th field goal try of the night, a 41-yarder. He has hit from 31, 42, 24, 33, 52, and here from 41 yards on the left hash mark. Evan McPherson's kick is up, right down the middle and good. And with 1:06 left to play, Cincinnati extends its lead to 32-14.
Yeah, the leaders of the Ravens have to make sure they have a long conversation with each other how they're going to move forward for the rest of this year. And how can we play our best football from here on out?
Because you had a lot of important things go wrong tonight. Ball security, and 3rd down defense.
And the weather is going to be like this everywhere we go.
Yeah, you can't worry about the weather. You got a pretty clear idea of what it's going to be. Cold or colder. The only real question is precipitation or not.
Listen, you're playing in the AFC North. This is going to be cool weather come fall. And the teams that can play their best football in this type of weather, in this type of environment, those are the teams that get to the postseason.
Evan McPherson will kick off, and he will put this one deep in the end zone. Keaton Mitchell's going to take a knee, and the Ravens will have the ball at the 35-yard line. 1:06 left in this game. It's academic, the outcome now. There's the axiom in sports, you're never as bad as you look or as good as you think. Ravens came into this game thinking, hey, you got to win, you're 7-5, it's a 6-game win streak, you got another home game next week, but that's why I never make predictions. That's why we never talk about predictions before the game. You just never know what's going to happen in this game.
No, but you have to win the turnover battle.
That was one of your 3 keys tonight.
Yeah, I mean, You don't win the turnover battle. It's hard to win in the National Football League.
Keaton Mitchell will carry to the 45-yard line. He'll get 10 yards. A minute left in this game. Ravens can't stop the clock unless they get out of bounds. Not the dessert you were hoping for on this Thanksgiving night, I know.
I got 2 in the car that I'm going to eat.
Dessert?
I got some snacks.
Rasheen Ali runs it out of bounds, close to midfield. Stops the clock with 28 seconds left.
But the regrouping of the Ravens is going to come not just from John Harbaugh, but it's going to come from all the vets on this team and taking a look in the mirror and say, how do we play our best version of ourselves week in and week out? The rest of this year, how can we do that consistently?
Keaton Mitchell.
And obviously it's going to start
running to midfield. 20 seconds left.
You can't turn the ball over.
Well, the fundamentals. Go back to the fundamentals. Better ball security, better third down defense, making plays when the ball comes your way. Those 3 things, as we have reached the end of this game, the final snap, we'll leave our final score. Bengals 32, Ravens 14. The Bengals improved to 4-8. The Ravens fall to 6-6. Their 5-game win streak comes to an end. Their 6 consecutive game streak of holding opponents under 20 points comes to an end. And now the Ravens turn their attention to next Sunday's game here in Baltimore against the Pittsburgh Steelers, a game that will have enormous postseason implications, as it is a 2-team race now. And prior to next Sunday's game, it'll be all eyes on this Sunday in Pittsburgh when the Bills play the Steelers to see if Pittsburgh comes to town, even with the Ravens, or a game ahead of the Ravens. That's what we will have to look forward to in Week 14. The storyline in Week 13, Joe Burrow back with the Bengals, and the Bengals back in gear at least tonight. They beat the Ravens. Our final score, Cincinnati 32, Ravens 14 on the Ravens Game Day Network.
The United States Soccer Federation presents the U.S. Soccer Podcast.
This is the show where we bring you in-depth interviews with U.S. soccer stars. This time, Sam Coffey.
The World Cup is in 2 years. Is it time yet? Like, can we get back into camp?
Tim Ream.
We're going to continue to show other countries we're not going to be pushed around.
And Jedi Robinson.
Every time you come back and you put the jersey on, it means more and more each time.
So we'll be back here with all the best stories.
The U.S. Soccer Podcast.
We've got a lot to talk about.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/beat. That's ethos.com/beat.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The Black Friday weekend sale begins this Friday at Boot Barn. Visit us in-store for savings on top quality pieces. Get $40 off select cowboy boots for men and women and $50 off select exotic boots. We also have buy one, get one free offers on select jeans and flannels with additional savings on cowboy hats and outerwear. We're closed Thanksgiving Day to be with family. We look forward to seeing you in store during Black Friday. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
At Average Al's Furniture Warehouse, our sofas have cushions, our tables have 4 legs, our recliners recline. So come on by for a perfectly average experience.
Cumulus Digital doesn't stop at average. We work with more than 4,000 local businesses every month, delivering campaigns that beat industry averages by over 25%, driving real, measurable growth. You're not average. Your results shouldn't be either. Visit cumulusdigital.com to start outperforming today.